grin, risking head and skin. If we're behind, then never mind, we'll fight and win, for we're from Tigerland. We never weaken till the final siren's gone. Like the tiger of old, we're strong and we're bold, for we're from Tiger, yellow and black, we're from Tigerland. Fighting fury, we're from Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a grin, risking head and skin. If we're behind, then never mind, we'll fight and win, for we're from Tigerland. We never weaken till the final siren's gone. Like the tiger of old, we're strong and we're bold, for we're from Tiger, yellow and black, we're from Tigerland.
Alright, we should be live again. Hello everyone. Alright, we are going to be watching Richmond versus Fremantle stream. As I said, I was basically going to be ending the Essendon and Sydney stream, switching over to this stream. So, make sure you guys support liking the stream, subscribe to the channel, have notifications turned on, would be appreciated. And the footy will start in about a minute or so for the Richmond game. So let me go ahead and get rid of this image. Let me just switch to the Richmond one. Here we are.
Against Essendon by 2 points. Same deal. GWS 2 points in it. Whoever wins today is a chance to play finals football. Calling the action, Adam Papalier.
A heap on the line for both of these teams as we get the bounce in the middle. And the Tigers will try and get the first clearance. Prestia back in the side and gets the first kick away. Young sits underneath it nicely and takes a good mark. Goes with the aggressive kick through the corridor. There's going to be plenty of youth and flair about Freo this afternoon. Brayshaw delivers. Banfield sliding in, couldn't take it. Collier wrapped up strongly. And we'll get a ball up, but not afraid to use the corridor first up.
What about that kick from Hayden Young on the right and took it on Trent Cotchin? If he didn't slip over, that was a certain goal to the Tigers, but I like that attacking style from the Dockers.
And curve us down. Prestia trying to get busy. Lambert loves it in these sorts of conditions. The sun's shining now, but there's been hail and a heap of rain today. Wilson taken down in the middle of the ground, and we'll get a ball up.
Yeah, there's a big difference between having a kick-based game, as we've seen under Justin Longmuir, and going slow and going fast, like we just saw there. And let's hope they go with the fast motion.
Quick kick by Sarong. Did it travel to 15? It did for Collier. Will be paid the mark. Right on the measuring tape. Now short to Aish.
He's got one-on-ones ahead of him. Matt Taberner with Asprey minding him, but Banfield trying to get in a block in.
Taberner playing game number 100, and here he is presenting. Just got the separation, leading up nicely, and the first set shot at goal coming up.
Well, it was a strong lead. There was a channel there, and it was well honoured by Aish, who's having a fine season. But when you can break down the Tigers' defence as simply as that, it gives you a good indication that not all is well at Tigerland. We know that because of the win-loss ratio over the last 5 weeks. But if you're going to open them up, you go early.
His 9th season, finally bringing up the 100-game milestone. Had 100 of a possible 186 matches. Struggled with injury at times. But he does well there.
Go.
To sneak it in.
First one.
Taberner in his 100th game gets off to a great start.
It was great work from Aish to kick in, but just look to the bottom of your screen, just crossovers, a little block, and then really,
you know, because Grimes had handed over, he just got a bit lost. It was a really nice kick coming in and drew the lead from Taberner, and that's what you want as a forward. You want to be able to lead and be drawn to the ball, but here we are pre-game, game 100 for Matt Taberner. It's been a great story off the rookie list.
Yeah, great story of perseverance, Pav. A rookie in 2012 has taken a long time to get to 100, but his next 100, I reckon, is going to be a lot better than his first 100.
Keep him out in the park, and yeah, he has got another good 100 games ahead of him, if not better than good. Great, Jared, perhaps.
Boy from Myrtleford in Victoria, and the Murray under-18s. So well done to Matt Taberner. He's off to a great start. Dan Curvis gets the handball going. Prestia back in the side for the Tigers to Reality. Kicks it out wide.
Hey, good kick.
And the Tigers now can get things going. This is what they need to do. They've hardly had a touch in this game so far.
Well, we've talked about the clearance game, and it's clearly a strength of the Dockers, but right now, Dan Curvis back in the side. It makes a big difference to Richmond, and they take the honours in that contest 3-1.
Rally to Asprey. Asprey goes long to the forward 50. Held without the ball. No, Jack made it look as good as he could for the umpire, but couldn't con him for the free kick. So the Fremantle Dockers wind things up again. Sarong does nicely. Kick up, crunch, Schultz, bang!
Well, that's been paid 50 just about every other time this week.
Well, there's been a few soft 50s through the weekend, Jared, and that one is a mark, and he was in the air, but doesn't matter. If you cannon into somebody after the mark, that's 50. Yep. So free kick was unlucky not to be 50 metres for the Fremantle Dockers.
Like the way they're using the ball, they're quick. They're taking it right on.
They're wanting to get it and go. Freo. As Sarong has to just backtrack to find it again. Brayshaw, some space for Tucker. Good spot-up kick to Croden. They chip it around now to Chera. Equal career best 30 touches last week. As he looks up and sends it in the Taberner direction again.
Again, it was a great kick coming in. Adam Chera just uses the ball so well and always makes really sound decisions. It's not only the execution of someone kicking the ball, but it's a sound decision. And it was great timing, great connection between the mid and the forward. Taberner just held his space, just waited a little bit. He and Bailey Banfield were actually leading to a similar spot, so not quite in concert the leading pattern, but he started on fire in game 100.
Was kicked the first one, that's ticked him over to a new season's best. 30 goals, his highest tally.
Set up, Joe.
And a chance now to make it 2 in the opening quarter, but he hooks it badly. Out of behind, so missed opportunity there for Freo, who started red hot.
You'd think they'd have to take their opportunities against the Tigers, not only because the Tigers are red hot, but if you look down the other end, so Griffin Loeb's gone to Tom Lynch, and Luke Ryan at 186 centimetres is playing on Jack Revolt. So if they get enough inside 50s, the Tigers, you think those tall targets will eventually get on top.
At home with the crowd, you want to get on top early, so missed opportunity to Matt Taberner. Got the first one, missed the second one. Now the Tigers, can they make them pay? Good defensive play. Good fist in there from Watson. Throw it in.
Yeah, back into the side today. Young Watson, he's got a pretty strong future, I reckon, Pav. He's just got to earn his spot.
Yeah, he's got some attributes to like there. Just needs some consistency in the way he goes about it, Jared.
Darcy and Curvis. That's going to be a great battle this afternoon. Chera couldn't take it. Prestia's been busy. Here's Henry, lightning quick, arriving on the scene, and they'll go back through the guts again with a good lead up from Banfield. The overlap handball. Coley couldn't make the kick count. Taken by Schultz. Still a chance. Henry's recovered again. Croden got runners out wide. Chera on the burst to the 50. Steadies. Sends it long, but across the face. And they are certainly playing with some flair, Freo.
Well, this is an amazing start by Freo. Save for a couple of shots at goal. They are ballistic with their ball use. In the main, pretty accurate. Skills have let them down a couple of times, but gee, they should be 3 goals.
So take 2. This time Short's kick was a shank. Aish traps it nicely, gets the handball going. Here's Chera this time. Went with a short pass. Probably should have with the last one, in fact, but they'll get a go at it here. It comes off Banfield. Collier, open goal! And he puts it through! 2 to the Dockers!
Well, I'm not sure we can combine the two and have a cause and effect scenario. The coach is not happy, and I don't blame him. The signs are horrible, but the re-emergence of Anchorman, Ed, has seen them play football as good as we've seen since 1995.
Big classic, San Diego. Oh, wrong anchor man, sorry.
This is sharp footy. This is great stuff. I mean, they've got the capacity. They've got some really talented midfield players in this time, the Dockers, and right now they are on a roll.
For those who might have missed earlier, part of the retro round, the anchor man was up there with the old anchor from the days of the 90s for the Fremantle Dockers. Was actually son of the original anchor man. We'll show people a little bit later. There he is before the game as Matt Taberner ran out for his 100th match. So fantastic stuff.
And well done to the Dockers for getting right behind a retro round, because it's given great excitement and entertainment all round, all weekend.
Out of the middle, Richmond trying to respond, and
I don't think so.
It just outside the 50. Searching around for an option. A little shell shock for the Tigers after a fast start from Freo. Low nudged Lynch underneath it, and the roll out for a boundary throw-in.
Going to be a great matchup, that one, Jared. Griffin Logan, Tom Lynch.
Yeah, I've liked the development of Logue over the last 18 months. He's missed a fair bit with injury, but this year he's taken on some big challenges. I think there was one game Buddy kicked 5, but he was in the Dockers' best.
Could be really retro round if the Tigers win, they'll be 9th.
Taken away by Lynch. Cheer up as they try and find a way out of defence.
Good tackle, there we go.
Wrapped him up. He tried to fend off. He's holding the ball. Taking them on their ace, and the free kick rewarded.
And that's what we come to expect from the Richmond boys. Really high pressure inside the forward 50.
A lot of wrestling going on down there in the pocket.
Yo, I think Edwards want to kick this.
Shane Edwards. Just a few games this season through injury. Such an important part of the Tigers side. Just lays it up, set play, and Bolton was all by himself, had fingertips to it. Baker trying to keep it alive. Brayshaw rushes it over, but the set play almost came off.
Almost a free kick as well. Brayshaw did enough to get in the way of Bolton, but great, very clever. Clever from Edwards.
Kick out from Ryan is a good one. Mundy, what a season he's had, the veteran. Out to Ace, who has been on fire in this opening term so far. His disposal normally is impeccable. This time he's just hoiked it up the centre forward, and that was as bad as an inside 50 you could hope for in that situation.
So
the mark has been taken by Sydney Stack, who plays on.
For this game.
Mansell, chipping kick out wide, and the Tigers will reload on half-back flank.
Around the wing they go, Richmond. Ross just going to put it on the boot with a high ball. Up to half forward. Rewalt got a couple to beat. Baker waiting down front and centre. And now they could get the break. Arts has got it on the boot quickly. It's just gone ahead of Parker though. They had 2 Tigers down there close to the goal square, but split the difference. And the Dockers will get out of danger. Collier wants it to sit. Got some options upfield as well. Meek presenting through his hands, but front on push. And it will be a free kick coming back to Freo.
They're red hot on that moment, aren't they? Anything that even looks like a front on push.
Well, they got out of jail on that occasion, the Dockers. They were out, the Tigers. Great defence from Logue to intercept, but that's where the Tigers are at their best. Free-flowing football, inside 50, overlap.
Lloyd Meek long, but Taylor Mark for shot.
Speaking about impressive, these last month has been absolutely superb. All the recruiters are coming at 100 miles an hour, but Tigers have got front spot.
Stack. Switch things up. Chance for everyone to take a breath. It's been pretty frenetic to start with.
Yeah, the kick inside forward 50 has let down Richmond, but the kick at goal has been the one that's let down Freo.
Garthwaite just bangs it on the boot. Body work there from Rewalt. Walker not afraid to take them on with some dash. Kick up towards Banfield, but Garthwaite with the height will see it out of play.
He's been a good addition, Pav. Walker, a couple of really not surprising, a couple of really promising games.
Yeah, look, across half-back, he's electric with his pace, and he uses the ball well. He's still learning the game in terms of what it takes at AFL level, but there's a lot to like there, Jared.
Yeah, just his 7th game. It's a young player making good.
Yeah, got into trouble during the week, Jared, for just transgressing on the COVID. Took his dog for a walk.
Good.
He said, I'm a walker. What did you expect? Mark's being taken there by Ross.
Didn't expect a gag to come through there, but he got me.
So, not Walker, Ross kicks up towards the wing position. There's Walker pushed underneath it by Rewalt. That is a mark of an absolute professional. He used his body beautifully. Onto the left boot, puts it up. looking for the big man there. Couldn't quite get to it, Lynch. Off the hands of the pack, it is Brayshaw around the body. That is a ripping kick. A ripping kick to Ryan.
But once again, that kick inside forward 50 has been pretty average. That wasn't a great one from Jack. And they've transitioned the ball really well, the Dockets, from back half to front half.
Joel Weston into the side for his second game, made his debut against the Suns earlier on this season. Good mark taken by Grimes in front.
Got to compete down the line. Both teams at the moment just not getting to the contest down the line as their forwards.
Short side kick. Wilson trying to take it. There's Walker trying to run away from them all. And it was a good handball to release Schultz. Almost took too long. Got the support of Young. He can use it well. And the kick goes inside 50. It's just a little wider. Banfielder recovers, but again, another miss. Just not taking their opportunities, Freo.
Hayden Young across the half-back line. Jared, you like the look of that, don't you? He took that one on the first kick of the game, really, from half-back on his right foot. But that run and carry from the defence has been a feature early in this game for Fremantle.
Yeah, well, that's why he's recruited. And that's why I was surprised that Schultz didn't give him the ball immediately. It might have impacted down the other end of the ground where in the finish they were a metre behind.
So Matthew Parker, we're going to go really retro. The tattoo terror, Robbie McGee, off half-back for Richmond, but it's Matthew Parker who bombs it up towards centre-half forward position. Off hands, Lambert, ridden into the ground. Or dropping the ball.
Yeah, on the ball. They were red hot on that one.
Yep.
David Mundy, brilliant tackler that he is. You don't get away from D. Mundy all that often, but that was pretty
David
hot.
Mundy,
Yeah.
he's a match
Did he have
winning goal.
Didn't have much,
When,
but he had a couple of
Richmond
goes and he
lost
dropped the
at
ball.
Fremantle.
And, yep, free kick.
Not for mine.
I'm just saying
9
it was a
minutes
free
to
kick.
go.
I didn't pay it. Sorry, Jared. Here's my man, a Walker. From half-back up towards the wing position. Beautiful play. Asprey's done that a couple of times already, just too strong.
Yeah, they're starting to get back on top, the Tiger defence. Got to be careful now which way they kick the ball. And the inside kick is what set up the first few shots at goal, Pav, but they've been forced down the line since.
Yeah, and if you are forced down the line, you just need a contest. It's a number of times that Meek and Taberner and Richmond as well, their forwards have been outmarked. You just got to bring it to ground.
Daniel almost a chop of the arms to call.
Did well there, Castagna.
A couple of Freo players closing quickly.
Lynch has got a mismatch on Ryan here.
High kick from Castagna, got it back. Lynch scrambling to try and get there. And Watson came across to help for Fremantle. Young taking them on. Did he get a handball away? Watson, Ryan, quick kick. Castagna and Henry shoulder to shoulder. Back for Henry down low. Take it in, a strong tackle, but it was high.
High tackle.
He's a special young player, Liam Henry. He's really started to hit his straps this season. It's taken a little while for the talent to come through, and his body, I think, to really get AFL like there's the high tackle. But his elite ball use, Jared, you want it in his hands.
Yeah, I haven't seen him play as much midfield as they have today. Pav, it looks like obviously the natural progression for him.
Yeah, I think he started somewhat on a wing. He's definitely a half forward, but they want to get him up onto a wing. He's got good run, and we talked about elite ball use. So look to see him a bit more on the wing as compared to that half forward flank. We know that could be starvation corner for anyone. So get him into the game early.
Justin Longmuir, Damien Hardwick, both desperate for a win this afternoon. So try to keep their finals aspirations going. Mundy at the base of this one, opposed to Cochin. Making a bit of a wrestle with Parker. Had the support of Sarong. They flirt with the boundary line. Nicely done by Chol.
That's great follow-up work from your ruckman, isn't it? Not only do you make the contest, follow up, you know, just halve it. That was going deep inside the forward 50 for the Dockers. Fantastic from Chol.
In fantastic form. 4 goals in a game a few weeks back. He was against Meek. Went it back here as well. Sarong with a strong tackle, brought him to ground and holding the ball to call.
Yeah, he's a good young kid. One of my favourites, this bloke, Pav.
Yeah.
He's a ripper.
No Fife in the side today. Maybe unleashed a little bit more. He's done a tagging job quite a bit this season, Caleb Sarong.
He's got the Joel Selwood or the Ben McAvoy pre-game strapping on his head as well.
He goes about it pretty tough, Caleb Sarong, so he just gets prepared. And the strapping there already. He's in and under again. Croden, Brayshaw. Now Mundy, the change of direction. Just bought himself for second and was able to hit the target of Collier.
Yeah, and they've worked on that bandage on Sarong as well. He got slammed into the ground there. His head hit the ground. So I hope he's okay. Slow getting up. We'll keep an eye on that one. In the meantime, Chol gets back, and Jerry, I reckon it's the 4th intercept mark we've seen in the last few moments for Richmond's half-back line.
Yeah, they're really dominating at this stage, and this bloke is so impressive.
So Chol just caresses it up the line. There wasn't really anyone there.
Got an eye on Caleb Sarong while Brayshaw gets this one in. The doctor's gone out to him.
Yeah.
Just checking on him. It looks like he's okay, but...
It was in the tackle, and he really hit his head on the ground. Good
Mark.
So Lloyd Meek, boy from North Ballarat, gets his chance to kick a goal. He has not kicked one in his career. In fact, he has not scored in game number 6. What a big moment this is.
Pretty impressive player. Lost his spot very early in the season after probably having the #1 spot in the pre-season cup.
Just needs to start this one outside of the goal face. The breeze is pretty strong.
He comes in for his first score in football. Just gets it through from behind.
Well, here's Sarong, and the damage was done there.
Might have been winded more than a head knock, but he's up and moving.
The Tigers had it pinned in their defence for a fair bit of this first quarter. Parker showing the footy and trying to find a way around. Stack. Ross taking them on. Gets some overlap here. Back for Parker. He was drafted out of WA mid-season. Getting a second crack at it. Short goes inside 50. It's over the head of Baker. Freo got some players camped back there. Not 15 from Wilson. So Chera has to keep it moving. And he sends it out towards half-back. Ross with a hand in there, able to knock it down. They dive in on top. Dockers have the numbers. Croden got the arms clear. Weston. Henry left it behind. Rioli goes in with toughness, as does Sarong. With a clean pick-up. But nothing there for Freo, and Stack will get back.
Oh!
Oi.
That's 50.
50 metres.
It's Taverner infringing. And a 50-minute penalty can be costly.
Well, they worked so hard to get that ball forward. Liam Henry is doing really well.
Just unnecessary there from Taverner. Allows the Tigers to get the field position. Very congested inside 50. Teed up for Rewald to launch. Meek standing in the hole, able to knock it down.
Tackle, very good.
Lowe taking the ground, and we'll get a ball up.
Well, they brought a lot of energy, Fremantle, to this first quarter. You can see the inside 50s are pretty much even. So their efficiency is okay. Could be a lot better with 2 goals for.
And they're kicking with a pretty strong breeze. Jared, it is favouring the end that the Dockers are kicking too. So you want to take those opportunities. 2 goals for. We know it's been an issue for the Dockers this season. There you can see the breeze, how strong it is. It's very blustery out there. I mean, swirly inside this stadium, but certainly favouring the Dockers this quarter.
Yeah, Pav, in a moment, next break, tell us a little bit about the wind, because we don't know that much about it at this wonderful Perth Stadium, Optus Stadium. As the ball goes inside for the Tigers to have a crack at their first goal.
Prestia.
Prestia went up and under, hit the wrong side of the ball. It's almost blown back. That's how much the wind got hold of it there in the end. Banfield handballs over the top. Young up the line, and it stays in play. Got a good bounce. Walker's taken to the ground. He thought he was out of bounds.
That's a great tackle.
Fantastic.
And Grimes
He's
said,
had prior
no
Holding the ball.
chance.
Yep.
He said, next time jump into the stand, buddy. Big tackle.
Good call.
Yeah, so Dylan Grimes not only was a good play to keep the ball in action, but also got the free kick. So Grimes sets it up to the forward pocket. Chol underneath it. Up he goes. Couldn't quite hold the mark. Got two hands to it. Baker missed slapping it in.
Yeah, just on that win, and it is a bit like the MCG here at Optus Stadium. Very, very swirly once the breeze gets in here, but given how strong it is today, that typical southwester that blows here in Western Australia, particularly with some of the storms that have been rolling through, should be favouring the team kicking to left of screen.
So Mundy gets the handball going. Over the line, now down to the full. So Jared, for just to continue on what Pav was saying, to MCG, the ball swirls, so sometimes you can be kicking with the wind at both ends, if you like, but
or
if you're
kicking into
down,
it at both ends.
yeah, but down the middle, it favours one end, and it's certainly going to the left of screen at the moment. Up goes Chol. This will bounce through. It's a goal.
Oh!
It's a goal.
It's a goal.
Tigers on the ball.
It's a goal. Wow, that is a goal.
What was Nathan Wilson thinking?
Well, that's 30 seconds of madness from the Freo Dockers, just in the shadow of three-quarter
Good
time.
kick.
They've come up with two horrible mistakes, one kicking it out in the full, and the other one, I'm not sure exactly what happened here in the goal square.
So
Look at
Jared,
that.
the first goal in football
It
for Mansell. He's
bounced.
kicked
No
it
one
from
touched it.
65 metres and it's bounced
That
through
was
for a
from
goal.
65.
Into the wind. After all the wind we were talking about, look at this.
Well, he knew what he was doing, Ed. No one else did, particularly Nathan Wilson.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that effort, Ed. It's a great first goal. But let's have a look at this effort from Wilson. Playing for a free kick. You've got to go with the ball.
Anyway, the celebration is for Ryan Mansell from North Launceston, 21 years of age, gets his first goal in footy, and he can tell everyone at the bar for the rest of his life. First goal, 70 metres into the wind at Perth Stadium, and I put it through. And the Tigers get there first.
Once again, Henry off the wing. He's got a tough opponent in Edwards, but he is doing really well.
Brayshaw also for the Dockers, 9 disposals, Mundy with 7.
Brayshaw trying to get number 10. As he just got a handball out there under some heavy pressure from Nankervis. It spills out to Young. Henry been lively. Just scrubs the kick though up towards Weston. Left it behind, but tackling it.
No, has to come back.
Kick back for Fremantle.
They've been hot, the umpires, haven't they? I don't mind if they're going to be consistent throughout the whole game, but again, that one very tough for the Richmond player.
Weston with a footy in his hands. Set it high into the pocket. Tracy sets himself off hands, trying to get it on his knees, tapping it there too. Henry back involved again, but out of bounds on the full.
Well, they've got to push in the back there.
Two minutes to go.
So Asprey from the back pocket for the Tigers, kicks it up towards the centre wing position. Up high was Revolt, couldn't quite hold it. Walker fighting hard, close to the boundary line, wanted it, found it. Umpire said throw it in.
2 minutes or just over to round out this first quarter, and the stats are telling us exactly what both teams are good at. Fremantle in the contested possession, the ground ball sort of stuff, and the clearance numbers at this point in time pretty even, but it's really starting to show what both teams are good at this point in time.
Prester and Lambert, two of the old timers at the Tigerland. Nankervis is grabbed, thrown into the ground. Good play, loves doing that. Nankervis usually body slams him when he gets the chance, and the Dockers made sure he felt it as well. We've got a ball up as Brayshaw is clamped with the ball in hand. Looking forward to this all day. Darcy versus Nankervis, two of the big heavyweights of AFL ruckman, stand and deliver type of players. Weston gets it back to Sarong over the top. Is it still in play? Just, and Chera takes the mark. 140 and counting from now as Chera goes long and strong up towards full forward. Front spot, Taberner goes again, or in that case it was Banfield. Off hands, Collier for his second. No.
Well, they've generated so many opportunities, Fremantle. They should be a fair bit further in front. But the real challenge, Pav, is to bring this intensity for the entirety of the game. It's okay bringing it off the back of a couple of losses and responding emotionally. Let's see if they can hold their system for the rest of the day.
That's what the coach was talking about pre-game, wasn't he? 4 quarters.
Kept in play well by Edwards and Rewalt, but then Castagna couldn't retrieve it at his bootlaces. And in fact, it's going to be paid deliberate.
Once you choose to stock up, that's tough.
Harsh call.
Right here.
There's a new rule I didn't know. Once you choose to soccer, it's out of bounds deliberately, according to the umpire. Have you ever heard that one?
No, I haven't, Ed.
I thought I was on the rules committee until last year. It must have come in the last 10 minutes.
Ball kicked inside 50 and Darcy stands tall.
Well, this is important. I mean, we'll work through that deliberate and interrogate that a little further as we go, Ed. But this is a really important thing for Sean Darcy and Fremantle. Really, 7 scoring shots to start. Let's have a look at this one. Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
It's just a missed kick, isn't it?
I'm not quite sure.
Trying to gain some territory.
I would have thought so.
The result in the end is a shot at goal. Sean Darcy
35
has been
seconds
a goal
to go.
kicker this season. 10 to his name. Most he's ever kicked in a campaign, but that one hooking away, and Freo may be left to rue what could have been in this opening quarter. 2 goals, 6, closing it on quarter time.
Again, it's the story of the year. You know, they're good in their contest. They've got enough opportunities, but terrible accuracy from the Dockers.
Tigers back here to play. Rewalt
Werewolves.
Couldn't get over the top of Darcy. Brayshaw the tackle. Spills to Henry. Wrapped up by Rewalt. Not getting out of there. Holding the ball.
Great tackle.
Richmond,
Great tackle.
stand.
Good follow up from Rewalt after
Sirens
trying
about
to take
to
the big mark a few
sound.
moments ago. Tackling pressure being good by the Tigers.
There we are.
For quarter time. Optus Stadium in the West. Fast, frenetic stuff early. Freo on fire, but maybe costly with some missed opportunities. Quarter time, it's game on. 11 points the lead to Freo.
Alright. Quarter time. Just gonna say hi to Isaac right now. Wait until the second quarter starts. What's up, Isaac? How you doing?
What?
What's good?
You done with the match?
Nah. Soon, soon.
I'm trying to run. This kid is dog shit. Okay, maybe not.
I'll be back in a sec.
Stupid!
I'm back. Hold on. Congratulations, Jacob, on having more subs on this channel than the video channel. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Alright. Just wait until the second quarter starts, guys. I'm gonna check my phone real quick. Shit, it's bad. Almost on my PC. Alright, second quarter should start in a second. Alright.
Where is it for?
Alright, here we go. Alright, second quarter will start. Alright, see ya. How's that?
Bye. Bye.
I'm a mute. I'm a mute. Alright.
His deliberate act was to kick it into the forward 50.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that would be so, but maybe it's a trigger for the umpires to make it happy, but it seems a little bit nonsensical.
All right, we'll get the decision on the couch on Monday, I'm sure. Adam Papalia, good crowd in and ready to go.
Here we go.
Conditions have fined up after a
Second
really
quarter.
heavy rainstorm in Perth earlier today, but perfect conditions at the moment for football, with the Tigers kicking with the wind.
A chance to move into the top 8 for both of these teams, so plenty on the line as we get underway in the second quarter. Prestia and Cochin, and the Tigers can win it out of the middle first. Lambert back for Prestia, who has been busy on his return to the Tigers lineup. Long kick towards Lynch, Watson across to help, and there's a free kick for a hold. It will come back, but nicely done to help out there, Toby Watson.
Yeah, very much so. The umpire's just making sure that there's no issues behind the play there, but that's what the Dockers defence need. You see they're coming off his man, rolling across. Griffin Logue would have loved that help. Luke Ryan's going to need the same on Jack Revolt. They're certainly undermanned down there with no Pearce and Hamley and the like.
Pearce missing with a mandatory concussion from last week's match against the Swans. As Asprey loops a handball over the top. He missed the target. Wilson trying to recover. Slipped the first tackle, not the second. Holding the ball. The Tigers are about to take the advantage, but the right decision to come back. Good tackle by Prestia.
Gee, he was stiff there. He had his head ripped off, as he was rightly pointing out to the umpire.
Alright, so it's a flag by the human meatball. He's going to take a shot.
That's stiff for the Dockers.
And I'll pass it off into the pocket. The Tigers. Lambert had made some space on a much tougher angle, but a bit closer to goal.
Ground looks a bit slippery, Pav. Obviously, it's not wet as such, no water on top, but it does look a little bit slippery underfoot.
Oh, the amount of rain the Perth's had the last month, let alone the last few days, Jared, it's been incredible. It looks great on screen, but it has been very stormy, so yeah, slippery.
Just about the wettest July on record in the West, so still a bit slippery underfoot. And Lambert will be blaming that for the kick at goal. It's rushed through in the end for a behind.
The ground is in good condition, but you can tell that it is a bit slippery and even a bit sort of heavy underfoot, some mud patches on the ground. But the players, no doubt, will be enjoying the fact there is no rain. Right now, it's clear skies and plenty of sun.
Took a little bit longer the kick. Sarong did well to Brayshaw. Brayshaw gets the handball back on that occasion from Corridon. So they go forward now. The Fremantle Dockers up towards half-forward flank position. At the ground level, it's Banfield having to take on two Tigers, and he does it well.
Great pressure.
Now he didn't kick it or he didn't handball it, but I think he has hit the deck here badly, Banfield, and I think he's slammed himself headfirst into the ground.
Yeah, this is a nasty incident. He's in a bad way, Bailey Banfield. But great pressure to make the contest and then follow up. Let's hope he's okay.
Okay, well.
Ow.
So a horrible situation here. There's Bailey Banfield with the best possible medical attention. So Bailey now rolling over.
That's definitely concussion.
So the Dockers players and the Richmond players now all come to a semi-huddle as the Doctors attend to Bailey Banfield, who's been playing a good game.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
came back into the side a couple of weeks ago, Ed, and he's played a really good role for them down in that forward line, but his day is done.
I think that's a signal to get the stretcher.
Let's hope.
So let's have a look here. So gets pushed through and just falls to the ground. Yeah, he hit his head was into the ground first, and accidentally Asprey's arm on the top of him as well. So
yeah, the compression there was really terrible.
So just one of the accidents in our game when arms get pinned or you're pinning your opponent.
Yep.
You are wide open sometimes in those situations, and we feel for Bailey Banfield and particularly his family at the moment as well, just watching this on the television or here at the ground. So the Doctors have called for the medical cart, the first aid cart, which is coming out, so there'll be a little bit of time on here as both teams can regroup and get themselves sorted out.
Jared, is another example of the Dockers trying to move the ball pretty quickly off the half back line, and they did get it to half forward. It's been a feature early in this game.
I think their ball movement's been superb. In fact, it's been a strength of Justin Longmuir since he got there, but I've much preferred the faster motion when he first came in last year. It was a lot slower, laborious, but they have generated so many scoring opportunities, Pav, as you well know, this year, that they should be in the 8. You look at the expected score ladder, we did about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and they were 5th. And at that stage, they were outside of the 8. But if they had have just converted on an average basis to what the AFL averages are, then they'd be in the 8. So accuracy alone has made their season much more difficult than it should be.
Pav, Griffin Logue is playing on Tom Lynch at the moment, and you'd think with the way things are going so far in this game that Lynch is going to have to clunk a couple inside 50 and go back and kick 3 or 4 for the Tigers to have a chance of winning this game.
Absolutely.
Logue was right into him when he whacked one of his teammates a few moments ago, showing a bit of physicality in there. Is he the sort of player who can do this, can really hold him?
Absolutely. Yeah, he's a physical player. I mean, he's so athletic, Griffin. Like I remember when he got drafted, he ran some type of record in terms of for a player of his size at the combine. A great athlete, and it's taken a fair while for him to really build into his body and develop the nous and what it takes to play at AFL level. But I think, Jared, you alluded to the game where Buddy kicked 5 or 6 on him, but he had lots of great moments in that game. And you think about what's happened to the Fremantle defence. No Hamling and Pearce, they're the obvious types, but also no Brennan Cox. He's out with that hamstring tendon injury. A really important player, how he reads the play, how he sets the Dockers up. So Logue left to do a lot, but I think he knows he's becoming a really sound AFL player. He'll know he's played a game today on Tom Lynch and Jack Rio down there, but there's another great opportunity for him to learn and get some confidence against an elite AFL player.
Connor Blakely coming on. How do they reshuffle the deck here?
Well, look, I think Fremantle pretty short. They haven't got a lot of tools. You've got Tracy and Taberner down there, and Bailey Banfield's actually reasonably tall at 190 centimetres, so playing that third tall. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Will they just go with Tracy and Taberner as their keys and just have all their smalls, Weston and Henry and Collier and so around him? Where does Blakely end up in more of a midfield rotation? It's a good question. I think it's more likely a midfield rotation.
Yeah, he's kicked 3 goals, 12 in his career, and 1 goal, 1 this year. Connor Blakely coming on, and the round of applause for Bailey Banfield.
Maybe they'll have to rotate the rucks through the forward line, Pav.
Yeah.
This is a really difficult situation for everyone concerned in the family of the young man who's been back in the side for about a month and playing really good football, and once again put his body on the line and has fallen foul of the footy gods there. But the Dockers have got to get back to business. Their conversion has been one of their problems all year, and it's cost them. And the other end of the spectrum, Pav, the answers for Richmond inside their forward line, they just have to get better. They've gone inside forward 50 one more time than Richmond, and yet they just haven't been able to hit targets.
Yeah, that's right. It's they have plenty of time inside the forward 50, and they can score pretty effectively. But just at the moment, they haven't got the connection with their forward half down pat.
So Now Bailey Banfield leaves the field, and our thoughts and wishes with him and his family. Let's hope everything comes okay for Bailey, and under wonderful medical attention. All the football clubs just have the best possible doctors and medical attention around them. So back to the action.
And the Tigers will try and hold up Sarong here. Prestia did well to just hold the footy, but will be a stoppage in that forward pocket. A chance for both teams to reset and talk things over. We'll see how it unfolds as we get back underway. Tracy and Sarong tumbling ball in towards a hot spot. Henry flash past. Schultz in there, just paddles it to his advantage. There's so many Tigers around, he can't escape from there. And it will be a boundary throw.
So Tracy has gone into the ruck for this forward 50 stoppage up against Nankervis. Darcy goes behind the ball, but interesting to see what it means with Bamford going off to this forward structure.
Crowd making some noise, trying to lift the home side into a good tackle by Brayshaw and Edwards. Not rewarded.
Oh, that's a bad
straight
kick.
to the boundary line, and that will be paid deliberate. Not enough intent to keep it in. Already seen an extremely tough call on that in this game.
And no ballistic movement there. You want some more movement to create a couple of holes.
Ryan to the hot spot. Taberner was up. Croydon at the spill. Stack involved there. Cochin, Edwards, Rioli. Kick didn't go far enough, and Sarong's intercepted.
That's better pressure from Fremantle. They're ranked 18th in the competition for pressure applied, and particularly in their forward half. It does bounce out of there a bit too often, but that's better from the Dockers.
Yeah, I think with some experience, you won't see Rioli bringing that ball back in like that with a hack kick. Hasn't played too much in defence, been an experiment over the last few weeks with some success.
Caleb Sarong went 9 weeks under 20 disposals, but really found some form in the last 3. 10th touch for the afternoon. The kick, not the accuracy, not quite the distance either. It's thumped through for another behind for Fremantle.
You can see that held up in the breeze, but at least it stayed straight. So not doing a huge amount left to right, but pretty much straight down the ground. That strong breeze favouring Richmond's end.
Short stack.
This bloke is on fire, Brayshaw.
Got across. Now he's got his own ball. Flips it over the top. That was a good handball. The play again by Young to crash through. Brayshaw, 1, 2, 3. Beats 3 of them. Aish. Now they can go forward. The Fremantle Dockers. This kick so important. Good punch away there by Asprey. Picked up by Taberner. Gets the handball going. Aish grabbed. Thrown to the ground. Graham puts him under a lot of pressure. Baker goes in after it. Croydon for the Fremantle Dockers, but it's the Tigers who get it out to Castagna from Rioli. Now they can set up from centre-half back.
A kick out wide, but it's all Freo. There's 3 Tigers there. I say all Freo because Chera was the one always in best position. So missing a few of their veterans, their younger stars, finding the footy.
Yeah, Brayshaw with 15 and Chera with 12. I mean, they both had tremendous years for the Dockers again after finishing in the top 3 of their best and fairest last year. But you need those two really having a huge day if they're going to be victorious, the Dockers.
And you need them to sign on longer term, Pav.
Well, Brayshaw's here for a while. Adam Chera is the big unknown. I think he should stay, and I think he will.
All wrong up the wing. Schultz after it. Lambert. A handball. Aish ran into a brick wall. Tried to fend off. He did get the footy out in the end. Young to Sarong. Chance to steady up towards Schultz. And free on this situation have wanted to move it fast. No exception this time from Schultz, who finds Collier. Leads on from Henry. Now Tracy on the burn, but they'll send it longer instead. The 2 big bears down in the square. Darcy and Nankervis. Nankervis did well to send it to the line and out of play.
Is that a comment coming from the former Fremantle superstar or the Carlton reviewer in Matthew Pavlich?
Fox footy commentator, eh?
That's it. That's the one we want.
Chera has been linked with a number of clubs, including Carlton. Good tackling. Their tackling's been first class, Bav. Haven't got much reward from the umpires for it, but neither of Richmond at this stage.
Nankervis, a bit hard to do anything other than play one from the ball up, but anyway, the kick around the body is touched on the line. Good snap by Tucker. just touched on the line. Another rush behind, but another behind goes on the board for the Fremantle Dockers.
Yeah,
2-7 to 1-2.
That's the good news, isn't it, Ed, for the Tigers? That you know, they're not playing terribly, but they just haven't quite got their game and system up and running just yet. You see Damien Hardwick frustrated a number of times in the box. But the good news is they're only a couple of goals down.
Well, Jared, there's another one of those ones that go 8 metres.
Yes, we're getting a bit used to that.
And Stack takes the mark. So the Tigers could easily be 5 goals down here, but they're not. They're 2 goals down. But good pressure again.
Yeah, that's the issue. The pressure from the Dockers has been superb, but you've got to dine out when you're actually creating the opportunities. And this bloke continues to improve. He's kicking generally first class. Generally.
Mark, nobody to be held on to there. There will be a stoppage. And Hayden Young back into it. It's had a wretched run with injury through his first couple of seasons. And highly talented if you can get a run at it. Ooh, knocked away. Aish will keep it in play. Brayshaw finds it again, racking them up in this first half. Young, just a swivel of the hips to skip clear. Now low. They're not afraid to take them on this afternoon. Fremantle and Chera. Time to find a target. Sends it towards Tracy. Garthwaite a good spoil. Great roving from Collier. Trying to burn them off on the left boot. Swings it goalward, but near side.
Well, the broken tackles, I reckon, will get a bit of a workout at half-time, if not beforehand, here. Pav, Richmond aren't tackling and aren't applying pressure as we've come to expect.
So Mansell to Edwards,
it's not legal,
as usual,
Hydra.
impeccable. Prestia kicks to the wing, and now they're getting some run going. The Tigers held up Lambert. The overlap is Rioli.
Kick.
Nice kick. Just well weighted, and Costagna marks too far out.
But
Now he's got
AFL
Lynch in the square.
website
You can see this.
rules.
Decides to go to
Of it.
Prestia. Prestia goes shorter still. Good play. And the Tigers have a set shot at goal. And their captain won't take the kick. He'll go short again. Nankervis this time called play on. Off the ground, Baker, and it's a point. So they mucked that up, the Tigers.
Yeah, look, you kick the ball 8 metres, you roll the dice. Sometimes you get rewarded, and other times under the pump, the umpire says play on. And on that occasion, again,
Hydra, it's not illegal. Having
poorly
looked at the
constructed
website, bro.
forward entry.
I don't think you did.
At a time where there was absolutely no pressure.
11
Besides,
scoring
I'd prefer
shots
to
to
take
4.
subscription, bro.
As Freo sent it
It's
long
not
in the
legal.
Taberner direction, hands to it, but Rioli can take it. Nankervis, slickly done. Got it through to Cochin, to Edwards. Tigers build again. Long kick, but Logue is in the spot. Good spoil away. Watson taking a ground. Arts with a nice tackle. And it'll stay inside 50 for Richmond.
Yeah, he missed a trick there. There was a little tap on. Sometimes you don't have to take possession of the ball. He could have just flicked it over to his mate. The Tigers have been doing it through their premiership era beautifully.
Darcy just takes it and waltzes out of there as well with strength. Brayshaw with a high kick out and Henry onto it. Able to take it some half from Andrew Brayshaw. Now 18 disposals.
We were singing the praises of it. Just even then, the ability to know that I just need to give a bit more time to Liam Henry to get into some space. Took 3 or 4 steps away and then delivered it beautifully on the left foot. He is having some type of game, Andy Brayshaw.
18 touches. We've still got 11 and a half minutes to go in this second term. As Blakely, the Medi-sub, after unfortunate concussion earlier to Banfield, and a strong grab taken by Darcy. Mismatch there on Baker.
That's a bold kick, but he backed his man in. He saw the mismatch.
Enjoy
really
the timeout,
Thumps it
boy.
off the left, inside 50, but straight down the throat of Chol, who takes a nice intercept.
And that was the opposite.
Yep, we know that's the
I think I know
stock in
who this
trade
kid
of a
is.
ruckman. Go back and just
I
kick it
timed
as
him
far
out,
as you
don't
can,
I,
but
guys?
Not to your opposition number.
not to the when they've got the best intercept
Sky
makers
obviously
in
didn't
this
look
game
at
so
the
far.
website
Chol has
properly.
been fantastic across the back line. Baker
That's sad.
trying to make things happen. Preston, here he goes again. Beautiful handball from Darcy. Now a chance for the Fremantle Dockers. Can they get a goal this time? No. No. So Logue bursting through. And it's now 2-10. And you can feel the crowd now.
Yeah.
Matthew
Fuck
Pavlich,
you.
you can feel the tightening of the crowd.
Oh, fuck you, huh?
As this pressure starts to really grip the Fremantle Dockers, who are doing
That's what you
everything
get,
right
bitch.
but kick the goals.
Well, the crowd's saying, here we go again. happens all too often this year.
And the tail of
Control
their
your
season,
friend, bro.
it could have been, and they kicked a little straighter.
Being racist to
Tigers
Asian people,
now
guys.
on the
This
attack
this
can
guy
make you
named
pay the other
Region
way.
8, guys. This
Joel
guy
didn't
was
take
being
possession.
racist to
taking
Asian
it round.
people last
Good
night.
tackle by
I was
Schultz.
streaming.
And it will be locked up. In fact, it'll be holding the ball.
Like, how stupid can you be?
Well, they're into it, the crowd. You can hear that. Oh, pretty cool.
You want proof, guys? Go to my go yesterday's stream.
One of the more unusual ways to get injured there. Lockie Schultz. Somebody's feet will jog out the pain, but Freo have got it now through Ryan.
It's so perfect, bro. It's Mafia at
10 minutes to go till the half. The Dockers have dominated.
Legit
Haven't
stupid.
been able to put it on the scoreboard.
The crowd's getting a bit restless there with Griffin Logue, but there's nothing wrong with owning the ball when you've had so much momentum and you haven't hit the scoreboard. Yes, you want to keep, you know, attacking the game and taking it on, but take a little bit of the sting out of the game. Own the ball for a little period of time. Make Richmond defend, shift their defence. Make it hard for them to even feel good about themselves. They haven't really touched the ball a huge amount this quarter.
Richmond have
Your favourite word is a C word.
Up the wing,
That's a good
Grimes
one, Diego.
with the trademark spoil. Would have fisted away. Ross a handball over his head. Trying to release Graham. They've got some runners inside. Bolton clever. Down to Lambert. Kick inside 50. Freo set up well. And Blakely takes the intercept.
But a classic example of just the knock-on by Shy Bolt. Keeps the ball going forward. Keeps pressure on the opposition. I mean, the irony of this game, Ed, is that two quick scores.
Thank you,
3
Jacob.
goals in 5
Sorry
minutes,
for
and
my
the Tigers can go in
stupid
front here
friend
at
coming
half-time.
here and banning you before. Because
Yeah,
I'm
11
modded.
points at, what are we, 13 points
It's
of
your last
difference.
warning, Alan. If you want to be a piece of shit,
Baker
go ahead.
just skins along the ground. It's a
Obviously,
difficult ball.
I know that one of your
Parker
friends'
slammed
names.
into the ground.
If you
Ball
want me to
up.
expose what your friend is, then you should just shut your mouth.
Like a cartoon
Get on my
factory getting
stream.
up there with Parker and Wilson. Plenty of stamps on the arms there, Jared.
Yep. What a ink.
Lynch does it well. Too long, gone. Blakely tried to take the
Good
extra step, and
tackle.
he has coughed it up directly in front of goal. And the Tigers get one of those 3 back here, Jared.
Yeah, we can't see this one missing. Blakely just lost his way there a little bit.
So
Simon
Parker
out
will
of the stop. He's so
kick
deep in
this,
defence. You've just got to be
hopefully.
a bit sharper than that.
For his first score for the year, Matthew Parker.
Good pressure.
What a big one it is. Have a look at this. Blakely 1-2. That's where he should have gone.
I mean, the quick release was there to Liam Henry. You've just got to give it, get it away.
So Parker has done a lot of running. Takes his full measure. Calms himself down. Well, may he shake his head.
Yo, what did this what did this guy say when his message was retracted? What Mods
Both
let me
teams
know what he
missing
said.
opportunities.
Kinda
As the
strange
ball's put
that
back
he,
in. The Tigers trying to lock it
chucked
inside their
that
50.
message.
Walker always loves to try and sprint out of defence. Sarong. Good vision. Knew he had the support of Ryan. It's a tumbling kick up the wing. Tapiner was in front. Takes the footy with him. Didn't really make connection. And he was wrestling with Asprey. Still going after it. It'll break for Fremantle though. Blakely to Sarong. Spears it to Collier.
Darcy one out ahead of the play.
Collier looking in that direction. He's going to send it long towards the big ruckman. Shoulder to shoulder with Grimes. Brought it down to ground. Chol was waiting. Short. Asprey. Ross. Back for Chol. Big fend off on Meek. Still going. The kick off the side of the boot.
Mate, I don't give
small
a
mistake
fuck,
there
bro.
by Joel, but
Bro,
gee,
I
what an
don't give a
impressive
crap.
unit he is becoming.
Lloyd makes give
Bro,
away a free kick.
hey Alan's brother,
So
it's
it's
so
a
nice
turnover.
that
It's
your
gone out
friends
before
are
Lloyd
being
Big Mate went
racist
across
and
and go
saying
Chol.
Asian,
A big push and
being racist to Asian people.
it's a reversal.
I can legit get Isaac on here.
Trying to
I'm
get one
legit
back
in
for
his
the
party.
fend off before.
Don't want me to go and get him and waste the shit out of you.
The Tigers can gain some more territory here. It's with a high kick, but it's straight down the throat of Watson.
Besides,
He's
they
trying
won't
to
ban
blame
me
us,
because
young
I
bloke.
purchased a
I
subscription,
think
bro.
for some of those
If I
kicks, I
didn't,
mean,
they'll
clearly
get banned.
it's very
I don't think you
small.
read the rules on the
Also.
AFL website, which is
Chance
so
here for the
stupid.
Tigers, but Freo can
Get fucked.
hold firm. Logue Send it out wide for Henry.
Jared, are we going to give the players from both teams the benefit of the doubt that it is incredibly swirly and tricky out there, given how many skill areas there are both in front of goal and here's another one?
No.
Not from 15 metres out, straight in front.
Right, everyone trying to drag that one back in underneath.
The only problem with that theory, Pav, is that through the middle of the ground, I'm seeing blokes pinpoint passes as if there's no wind.
Yep.
So Chol goes
Thank
up
you for
against
timing
Link, gets
him,
the tap.
Diego.
Sarong had a hand on it. Cochin tries to squeeze the kick out. Does well. Did it beautifully. Now the Tigers go inside 50. What can come out of it here? Lynch wanted the free kick. Graham's kick from the boundary line. It goes over the pack. And Watson just takes it through for a rush behind.
You see that closing speed of Griffin Logan.
Yes.
A really good kick coming in to Tom Lynch, and Tom Lynch had him cold. It's just that. I played with a pretty handy guy who had elite closing
Don't
speed.
get the
Luke
hate,
McFarlane.
mate.
It was Luke McFarlane like just.
Yep.
It looked like he was going to get done, and he just did enough to get
Well,
a
there's
fist
many
in
reasons
and
why I don't want
turn
to
that
hate,
one over for
because
what looked like a pretty
being
simple pass to
racist
Tom
is
Lynch.
not tolerated.
Four of the Tigers, 5 behinds, have all been rushed, so they've got it close enough to the goal, just not getting it through.
Freo can try and break off half back as it's Weston to Mundy. Now they've got some run. It's the big ruckman though, galloping along the wing, shares it with Croden. They've got some one-on-ones inside 50. Croden wanted a little bit extra room. The kick works okay. Tucker, was he taken front on? No whistle. Lambert going back with the flight. Crowd wanted a free. Lambert back on his feet. Soccer's into space. Foot
Pressure.
race on. Young will get there first. Low. Now to Brayshaw. Short pass, was too short for Croden. Put him under the pump. Lambert was back in there as well. Lynch has to try and get it out. And we get a whistle now, but we didn't get one before.
The demarcation's right there, you can see him.
Well, it's chop of the arm, front on.
Chop of the arm.
Pick whichever one you want.
Out of the centre square, they'll take it. Baker on the boot. It was touched off the boot, so Ryan has to go. And with strength, he just shrugged off Reebok, then had his head ripped off. Parker with the high tackle.
This is getting a bit tasty, this game, isn't it?
There's plenty on. Only thing we're missing is somebody kicking a goal.
Well, there's a lot to play for. Spots in the 8 are up for grabs. As Tucker with courage went back, got good protection from Walker. Sends it towards Tracy, but it was off target. And Mansell able to take it for the Tigers.
Pav, I don't think this year I've seen a side dominate a half so much and be just 11 points in front.
And still 4:27 on the clock. Castagna looks up.
Not 15, play on.
Not 15, Garthwaite. Henry just tracks, doesn't go in, thinks, well, let the big man kick it if he has to, and he does. So he kicks it inside 50, big fly from behind, almost a high tackle there on Revolt, picked up by Lynch, gets the handball out. Here's the man who knows where the goals are, except not on this occasion in Bolton, even he's missing. So, Revolt got one right in the mush here. Boom.
Yeah, it could have been a free kick, that one. Could have been a chop across the arm, across the shoulder, I should say. And I like it when Wilson runs out from the square. He's such a long kick. Get the ball a bit further away from goals, and he generally targets a ruckman.
We haven't seen a goal in this term. Will we see one in this last 4 minutes before the half? There's a free kick to Tracy here for the Dockers.
10 points to margin.
So both sides have gone inside forward 50 just 8 times this quarter, Ed. So there's been a lot of work between the arcs. And Fremantle's kicked 4 behinds and Richmond have kicked 5.
Tough to find it between the big sticks in this term. Richmond across half-back. Lambert will open it up. It's an aggressive kick. 2-on-1 favours Fremantle. Baker will have the agility though. Skips back in behind Tracy and spots up Lynch on the 50. Will the big forward go back? He's looking for an option. He sees a pass on in the pocket and he finds Rewald on the lead.
Mark by Rewald.
Well, it was stiff there, Tom Lynch, not to get 50. Sarong went through.
Yeah.
He didn't have a man he was
Diego,
running through
that's
with.
true.
It should have been 50 for mine,
Especially
but
the people
nevertheless,
that
he set it
hating-
up with a pretty good kick to Jack Rewald, and
And,
maybe he can break the
Being
duck.
racist and shit. Get out of here.
Jack Rewalt to take the set shot. 44 for the season. His most in 3 years. For the 3-time Coleman medalist. No one's been able to find a goal in this term. Surely Jack can. And he can't. Another miss, a shake of the head. Frustrations from both teams. 1-7 the Tigers, 2-10 Fremantle with 2.5 to go in the first half.
Well, Jack has found the target 708 times in his career, but not that time. That's his 420th behind. Jared?
Well, why should he be any different, Ed? Everybody's been afflicted by it.
3
Kane
goals.
Lambert's actually dominating this term for the Tigers.
3 goals, 17 is the collective score, as you can see on your screen there. All right, see if somebody wants to win this game and maybe go into the 8. Prestia spots up Graham. There's a good kick of the ball, Graham, but he's going to go short into the pocket. That's out in the full.
Got him.
Oh. Well, it's just skinned the line. Looked like one out.
No blow, unfortunately.
Looked like a push in the back as well, but
Yeah,
Got to be active in the stream,
throw it
bro.
in.
You can watch my stream every single
Yeah,
day.
they just showed that on the replay.
That asks a question.
How come the umpire's coaching?
Yeah, it's don't you just let it go and then you pay the free kick? Anyway, Mundy tries to get it out.
Well,
Let's get your thoughts on that, Jared, because what happened there was the Fremantle docket player was going to take the ruck where he shouldn't have, and the umpire said get out, so they didn't pay the free kick. Now, just watch this one. This is clearly out in the full. But anyway, Jared, that one with the umpire's coaching, your thoughts?
well, I think you can give an instruction, but once you've given the instruction, that's it. If he wants to ignore it,
Wedge.
Lynch misses. Another miss.
and he transgresses, well, just pay the free kick.
Exactly.
Yes, that's true.
2-10
That's
to
what
1-8.
John said right
It's a
there.
rare scoreline. But I've got to say, perhaps the footy's been good, except we haven't actually gone back to the centre all that often.
That's right. 35 minutes since the Tigers' last goal, and that one kind of came from nothing as well, with it not being touched.
Still close, though.
Mansell from 60 out. Will we see one late here in the half? It's been a real arm wrestle in this quarter. Long delay as well after the Banfield
Parker.
injury. Parker taking them on and pushing it back. The free kick coming back to the Tigers.
Chinfley.
The tackle just falling into the back of Parker. Or is it coming back to Cochin, in fact? Well, Trent Cochin will send it for. This straightens them up. Did Rewalt get a
Not very
nudge?
good kick
It's over the
by
back and Logie intercepts.
Captain.
Continues his fine form, Griffin Lowe.
A minute to
Well.
go.
Up the wing they go. Chera. Able to hold on to it nicely. So inside the last minute. They try and pull the trigger.
Pretty important kick, this one. It can become a turnover and goal for Richmond, or it can set them up for a goal at the other end.
Taberner stretches and
That's
he'll
a
be
mark.
paid the mark.
Yeah, great kick, good mark.
They work their way up the field slowly but surely. Now swing a high one towards Tracy, but Asprey, good body
Mark
work.
by Asprey.
Well, he's up against one of the best in Asprey.
30 seconds to go.
And Tracy's had a really good year, but he's got to get the tape out, get Matthew Pavlich down to help him out, and learn how to get better with the one-on-ones.
Oh, we
Well,
got almost
much
lumped
Taberner
it.
underneath it. Still time for Fremantle as they search forward again. Darcy went back to Taberner. Henry's the target. Garthwaite will have the size. Henry wanted to bring it to ground. Tracy knocks it on. Schultz flicked it up. Weston trying to find it. Rioli tackle. Last line of defence, the Tigers. They might get out of trouble as they bang it long.
And
Darcy
siren
will take the mark
sounds.
on the siren. And will he go back and attempt the shot? Has the mark been paid? It hasn't. So he just sends it in hot. The Tigers scramble as it heads goalward, but it wasn't going to count anyway. It is half-time. Inaccurate quarter from both teams. It is a real arm wrestle in the West. The Dockers in their retro jumper enjoyed it early. Tigers fighting their way back into it, but 2 goals 10 to 1 goal 8. Anyone's game, spotting the 8 up for grabs. It's the Dockers leading it by 8 points.
Alright. Half time. Let me do this. Oh yeah, invited me.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, what's good?
Just in a solo game. Oh god, I haven't played solos in ages.
Well, I'm starting to have beef with Alan now.
Oh my god. And what is that?
I'm starting to have beef with Alan now and one of his
Why?
scumbag kids. Well, let me get this straight though. I think this happened last night, but this is like when you
Go
left.
now, F5. You must go now.
So basically, me, Alan, you know, Beaker07.
Sort of, I think.
Yeah, his name is like Blake. So basically, here's what happened. So
Bye.
Dusty basically got mad. You know, like he didn't get mad, but he was playing one of his friends named like Alan's friend, sorry, Swayer. And basically, Dusty told me that Alan got jealous, and he then like messaged Swayer on PlayStation, blah, blah, blah,
It's not Siri, dummy.
tell him to leave. He didn't though, but that's when Alan and Dusty got like beef back and forth, and then and then Dusty kicked Alan, and then later on though, me and like I was playing with Alan.
Anyway, I mean, it doesn't get any better.
What was that?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a stupid thing. Okay. But yeah, the like Dusty kicked Alan, and then I was playing with Isaac, Job, and stuff like that. And then basically after that, when that happened, is then Pika was basically like begging like me and Jaden to go back to party chat, which we're in the game channel because we're talking about TJ. So yeah, that's basically what happened, and we told Pika to stop like begging us, blah blah blah. And then Jaden told him to go to party chat, and then he like kept on swearing and shit. And then we then like he started like saying something to me. I don't know what like happened after that, but we got into an argument though, you know, back and forth, and then we stopped. And then I told Isaac, I left the party and I joined Isaac's party, and I told Isaac that to come and join, blah blah blah, you know,
Yeah, hello.
etc. And then Isaac joined, you know.
Let's go.
And then he came.
Yeah.
You just got a victory royale.
Yes. Victory Royale.
Yeah, so like
No.
me and Isaac and Job were there in the party. We didn't speak, but they backed out because they were playing duos.
Yeah.
And then once before they you know left, like you know Pika started being racist, you know. So
Seriously.
yeah, and then I basically then went to Isaac's party and I told him that one of the people Baker was being racist to you, right? And then he said, really? Then invite me. So I did. They both joined, and and then Isaac was like, Baker, you wanna be racist? And it's like, you bitch, and then he was like, fuck off, you dirty cunt. That's what he said. Like I have the stream, all of it. Like, I have all of it in that stream. Like,
Oh yeah.
I can show you. I can show you once I end it. Like, it's just like and then they started getting mad because blah blah blah, and he was being racist. And I told him like, you're being racist to Asian people, like you being idiot. And I told Alan that you're friends with this kid in real life, even though that he's being racist and shit. Like, control your friend. And then yeah, and then one Dusty joined the party, and then Alan was like, Dusty was talking a little bit,
Yeah.
and then he started kicking like Isaac and Mikhail and Job, because Alan said, if you don't, like, I'll have to kick your friends because blah blah blah. And then he also, before when Dusty got kicked, and it's like Alan was like, oh yeah, thanks for kicking me, Dusty, earlier. Get kicked back, bitch. And then he kicked Dusty. And then I joined Dusty, and then Dusty got mad. No,
Well,
like,
Aaron's just, yeah.
yeah, like he's in a party with one of his friends. You can talk to him more about it. But like, I told Dusty what happened, and then I
just don't know why. Even like when I said, oh yeah, I can get Aaron's account back, he didn't even care. Like, I just think he was dumb about that. I just want to shut my door. Okay.
Like, that's just true though. Like, I can legit play. Wait, I can't.
Bloody cold.
I can mute the audio on my stream and play it for you.
That's fine.
Or you can go to
can
my
we just do like
my last stream and watch it yourself.
I'm grinding quests at the moment.
But yeah, that's basically what happened, and Alan started being like, I joined it. Alan joined us, blah blah blah, and then he sent me my DMs and shit. I can show you the DMs if you want me to.
Did he swear to you in the DMs?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, chuck in a report.
Yeah, I had to chuck in. He was like, it was on Snapchat. He was like, yeah.
Oh, so it wasn't.
But still, he can get his account like banned as well.
On Snapchat, I think.
Yeah, you can, because it has a report button.
I don't know how much they'll ban them. Like, I report these bots for adding me all the time. Nothing.
So I can show you the DMs if you want me to. I can show you it on DM.
No, I think he's just a bit crazy.
Yeah. He just messaged. He messaged me and he's like, "Come on, then." Like, I just told him that he was irrelevant. Like, first off, he was like saying, "You're honestly so retarded." Yeah, that's what I thought. And then I was like, when you say something irrelevant, you take an L, brother. Have a good one, man. That's what I said. And he's like, PCO, answer. He called me like 2 times, right? And then he was like, yeah, don't answer, bitch. And I was like, join party on Fortnite then. And I was like, come on, act like a tough guy. And he's like, invite me or what? And I was like, Dusty will invite you. Yeah, not acting like a tough guy, taking L. So scared to join. That was like today. And it's like, he was like, what are you on about, kid? And he was like, I was like, would you asking to join party to act like a tough guy? Or guess what? You didn't join. Take it L. And he's like, invite me then, big boy. And I was like, invite your friends too, big boy. And then he's like, accept it, retard. And I was like, wait till my friends finish the match, you dumbass. And then he was like, yeah, fuck off. And I was like, well, I'm my ass off. You scared of 6-year-old kids and you're 15. And then he was like, in-game, retard. Were you added me, PCO? And I was like, mate, I didn't even add you. I know dumbass. And then he was like, yes, you did, cunt. And I was like, maybe get glasses so you can see properly. And then he was like, pussy. And I was like, I think you're a pussy when you come back up with words. So sad. And then he was like, F up, cunt. You're just a bitch. I was like, same as for you, dumbass. And then Blake was like, you got problems, kid. And I was like, nah, you got problems, mate. Being racist to Asian people. And he's like, yeah, what are you gonna do? And then I was like, me and Dusty will come and beat your ass. And then Blake was like, come on then. That's it. Right.
And can I just join game and then I'll invite you or something? Because I need to just do like, I'm just doing Team Rumble and stuff, just leaving and joining the grind. What do? Collect.
It's just
What was
stupid
it?
though. Like, Isaac, was it stupid though when he said that?
In Dirty Docs.
I don't think Isaac's mic is working.
Okay. Yeah, maybe.
Here, yeah. I'll sit out.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Isaac, what do you think about it? Like, was it dumb?
Yeah, very, very dumb.
Oh, you don't have the battle pass.
Like,
Wow.
give credit to give credit to Isaac Elliott. He wastes the crap out of Wake. He was like your parents your parents don't even like you anymore in like next 3-4 years. Blah blah blah. And then he was like, oh yeah, I want you to be homeless so you can starve to death. That's what he said. But this man was like
Him not even
roasting.
like
He was
going to
roasting
school.
every single kid. Like he was telling me, "You don't even go to school, kid." And I was like, "Yeah, I do. I go face to face, you dumbass."
Was that to Aaron?
No, Blake was telling me I didn't go to school.
Oh. It's dumb. Because Aaron doesn't go to school at all. He's so dumb.
Like let me tell you this: the only thing he does is stay at home and play video games 24/7. He goes to school for his 2 hours and goes back home and plays Fortnite again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and every single time I see him going on Fortnite.
Oh, he's
from
always
morning
on. Like
to night. Yeah.
I remember he told me like he doesn't learn anything because he's so dumb and like he doesn't even go to school. Like he's like, oh yeah, I sometimes go, and it's like
you sometimes go, yeah.
Like what kind of year are you in? Like
this guy, like how old is he? He's 15, 16. He's in year 10. How's he gonna get education?
he's
Right?
not. Yeah.
He's not gonna get education. He's gonna be like a dumb fuck.
Yeah. Well, at least like even going to school, like just
bro,
him doing
and then also if he doesn't get education, he's gonna also do dumb stuff as well. Like smoke.
Oh yeah. Well, like
talk to freaking
yeah, he's
e-girls
not getting
and
taught.
shit.
He's not getting taught anything.
Yeah. And then this girl,
Okay,
like his username was like one big wet fart. I don't know what the fuck is that like name. Apparently, that girl has a crush on Jaden.
That is weird.
Yeah, I know. That's just so weird. So he keeps on inviting Jaden, and Jaden doesn't want to speak to her.
How many do I need? 3.
So stupid. Stupid. Honestly, if you're 15, 16 and you don't have an education, then what are you gonna achieve?
Yeah, like what is he gonna do? He's
Wait, the
maybe working at
situation that happened
Macca's for the
today
rest of his life.
when I did this offline and online and people being racist and shit, I had to like defend myself. So I don't know what you're trying to say.
I just think all these kids are just so dumb. Like
wait, just tell me to stop swearing. Like, bro, it's been happening. Like, I can't tolerate freaking racism. I can't. I'm sorry.
Because I remember TJ, he kept on saying the N word to me, and I was like,
if you want to like mute the stream, you can. But the situation that I dealt with like 2 days ago now.
Are you watching the footy right now?
Yeah, I am.
Oh.
But yeah, continue Elliot.
You should probably like mute your mic or something.
Oh yeah, true. Alright, I'll mute my mic, guys.
And does my audio would come through the stream?
No, the audio is off. Just my mic. Bless you. Isaac going on a sneezing sneezing spree. Alright, I'm gonna mute, okay? The stream mic. Alright, I'm gonna mute the stream mic, guys. Alright, and the audio, but I'll still be here. Yeah, I know it starts in 3 minutes. I know. Alright, guys. Third quarter is about to start. Elliot, can you keep an eye on the stream as well? Because Alan was on there banning people. I unmodded him.
Oh, you unmodded.
Yeah. It's his last warning too, so you know.
Just randomly?
Yeah, he's been like banning and timing out kids. I unmodded him. Alright, be back.
Absorbs the tackle here. He makes sure that he gets rid of one defender by taking the tackle, then releases, and then it's just pure football magic.
You know what I like the most about, I mean, the goal's unbelievable, but you know, just the fight to actually just bring it to ground. It was to Asprey's advantage, and then just enough, the fingernail in.
finish.
So Matt Taberner, who kicked the first goal of the game, then he had a second shot, which he missed from about 15 metres out in his 100th match. Kicks one of the goals of the season to double Richmond's score. Luckily for Richmond, that's only 14 points, so there's still plenty of game left in this. But Big Darcy's going in with full aggression, and he's going to get the free kick for a block. So Darcy gets it going to Chera. Here they go, the Fremantle Dockers. The Freo song being sung already a little bit earlier, I would have thought. Now Curvis does a great intercept mark. Chera.
Yeah, just got to be a little bit careful. The big tank's going to start pushing back, so good kicks have to avoid him.
Short just to 15. Cochin slips over, gives it back. Short again on the left boot is a nice little kick. And Prestia caught one as well.
It's been good pressure.
Cochin, Graham. Back they go. Gone without the ball, almost knocked out of his hand. Umpire said play on. Brayshaw's handball was reasonably good, but then Big Nank.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to play with a bit more run and dare off the half-back line, Richmond. You can see the intent. Cochin and Short really taking the corridor on with hands. Didn't quite come off, but that's the threat.
Cochin doing pretty good so far.
The Tigers concede an early one. Can they find a response in the early stages of this third term? Aish, bit up and under. Then Curvis will camp underneath and take a good mark. He wants to go quickly. And Short to Prestia.
Short being the operative word.
It was. Been a few of those today, Jared. It was paid. Watson in best position, but Darcy just floated in front and disrupted the marking effort. Here is Shea Bolton trying to skip clear. Lynch, Castagna, some room to move, wafting its way back to goals, but offline.
So just thinking it's a couple of down the ground shots, you can see that when the big boy Taberner comes up the ground, they occasionally push Liam Henry. You can see him there at the top of the screen as the deepest forward, which I like the move, Pav. It's he's going to be very difficult to beat. The ball hits the deck.
Yeah, that's right. The only thing is it's Dylan Grimes that he's matched up against, so it needs to be kicked to his advantage and to the ground level. But it is a great opportunity for the Dockers to get in there quickly to someone who's lightning fast.
Tracy knocks it forward, the 1-2 Mundy. Brayshaw back again. Darcy had his pocket picked beautifully by Graham, but then he is beset upon. Good tackle by Tucker. It's hard in the clinches at the moment. Titch Edwards sticks his head over the ball as he always does. Graham goes in hard. Mundy in the back, play on, says the umpire. Just gave him enough time to flick it out. Prestia gets it all. Handball out. Cochin's kick inside 50. Off the hands of the pack. Bolton around the body with the left foot flying shot. And he has missed as well.
Again.
But I like the way he's presented in this second half. That's a couple of possessions early.
And the method, as that one gets out of bounds, the method that he applied there, Hayden Young, he sort of pushed Hayden Young to go up, got absorbed in the contest, and there he was, front and square. Typical small forward role. Really smart play by Bolton, just couldn't quite finish it off.
42 minutes since the last goal for the Tigers. Darcy shoved out in the ruck, spills to Ryan, to Lowe, turn back into trouble, just dropped the footy. No whistle. Tigers a little hard done by. Kick to the wing. Henry up to meet it. Grimes to spoil. Rioli clean pick up. And he can get them going again. He feed a handball wide to Mansell. Back to Rioli. They work the numbers advantage. And a high kick back inside 50. They're all up. Young hands to it. Castagna's kick. Not enough on it. Logue slipping over Rewalt. Logue with a cool head. A dump kick out of defence though. Schultz has to spoil. Intensity's certainly risen at the start of this third quarter. Tracy, he coughed it up. Edwards tackled strongly. Good pressure all round. Ball up.
Gee, Lockie Schultz does the right thing at the right time.
Yep.
Just a couple of examples of him putting a hand in, a body in. Just really impressive the way he goes about it. Doesn't always kick the goals or get the reward for effort, but just smart play. And good use of the body, really desperate.
No, umpire says it clipped the boundary line, so a throw in as Cochin kicked it. I thought if you socket it and went out of bounds, it was a free kick. That's what we were told in the first quarter, Jim.
I heard that.
Yeah. Anyway, we fixed that rule up at halftime. In the back again, umpire said play on. Darcy's kick. Edwards, Rioli.
Good hands.
Cochin in between. The big names of the Tigers starting to get near it. Mansell did well enough to get the handball away. Graham tries to crash through. That's dropping the ball all day. Fremantle fans not happy. Cochin bumped after he took his kick.
Really enjoying the pressure from both teams. Let's have a look.
Well, the rule is if you lift the ball up, we're told that's your prior opportunity. He lifted.
Took 2 steps and got caught.
Throw in here inside 50 for the Tigers. Aish just clear a kick out of there. Heads towards the boundary. Rioli will keep it in. Not much on the kick. Dockers flirting with the boundary line. Neatly done initially, but had it for a while. Allowed to play. Now Taberner wrestling after it. Cronin in there. He was taken high. That left arm just going up over the shoulder.
Richmond's intensity is really lifted. They repeat inside 50s. Now the Dockers turn to just take a bit of sting out of the game and maintain a bit of possession, because Richmond are red hot at the moment. Their press or their ability to repeat inside 50.
A win today, so crucial for both of these teams. A chance to move inside the top 8. With 3 to play after this. Kick wide. Watson and Young both had courage. The ball spilt through. Fortunately, no collision. Watson's handball up to Blakely. Back for Watson. The locks, the red hair just flowing in the breeze as he dashes forward and sends it long. But it's off hands and out of play.
Yeah, it could have been a catastrophe there. Watson and his teammate almost went for the same ball. Hayden Young was again, but fortune did favour the brave, and he was very brave there and unleashed a really good handball.
The ball being camped in the Tigers' forward half for this quarter. But the Dockers have got the only goal of the term. Here's Blakely. He'll just send it high back to the hot spot again. Taberner trying to wrestle to the front. Tigers numbers out the back. Baker, Ross, Cochin.
Look at the numbers.
Again. And they'll send it long out to half back. Wilson with a good spoil and directed it to Sarong. Down to Aish. Looks up, drives, but Grimes in the way.
He had a couple of shorter options, James Aish. Fair enough, top of the square. Oh, well done by Schultz again.
We caught it before. Pav, Honky Schultz just doing the little things to knock it down. Collier to Young. Back inside 50. He almost got to the end of it. He did. He held on in the end. Schultz has got the footy. There's a bit going on between these two teams. But Freo will get another shot at goal.
It's 50 here, I think.
Oh, I reckon, yeah. Trent Cochin's just given Caleb the wrong one to the guts.
50 metres.
So,
and he's got 50.
From a set shot.
What are you doing,
Both teams have been
Cochin?
missing them all day to point blank range. The Richmond skipper giving away the 50. And it's going to be a big price to pay. Lockie Schultz been doing the little 1%ers and now gets rewarded with a goal after the 50-metre penalty, and Freo have got a couple in a row to start the third term.
Well, a great reward, wasn't it, Jared? I mean, Lockie Schultz, there's a few occasions on the half-back line when they were just hanging on the Dockers. They just couldn't get the ball off Richmond. They were repeating inside 50, inside 50, and there it is there. He's the one that initiates the turnover, and then he bobs back up, takes a fantastic mark, and let's have a look. Sean Darcy says, no, I don't like that. And let's just watch Trent Cochin here. I'm not sure that's 50 metres. In fact, it certainly isn't 50 metres. And let's hope that there's nothing more than that for the Tigers skipper. But it's a big price to pay. Well done to Lockie Schultz.
Underrated player. He's played that small forward role all year. And he's put together back-to-back seriously good seasons.
Kicked his 19th goal of the season with Lockie Schultz. 2 goals this term to the Fremantle Dockers, who have been going for 10 minutes, 10 and a half minutes. Took them best part of an hour to kick 2 goals.
Back, guys. Sorry about that.
So, what can the Tigers do now? They are now under threat. This is it. Their reign could come to an end today in Perth. But Lambert comes out and says, not just yet. And Big Lynch comes out, takes the mark, and will kick from 45.
That's what they're good at, isn't it? They get the ball off the opposition, and they did so on centre wing. Did a great job of pressure, and then they're out. Had air all to Lee too, was Lynch, and just an easy kick.
You know the Tigers won't lie down. You know they're undermanned. But you know they have found a way so many times in this last 4 or 5 years.
Needs to kick this time, Lynch.
So Lynch comes in from 45 metres out.
He's got it.
And he starts the comeback for the Tigers.
Well, this is a veritable avalanche of goals. Couldn't find one in the first half. All of a sudden, it's a deluge. 3 goals in this term. And this one really was self-inflicted wound by Fremantle. Liam Henry gave the ball away. It was a pretty average decision. And then the execution of the 10-metre kick was poor. And the Tigers are up and about. They just needed an opportunity. And they got it.
So Jared, once again, Lambert gets in amongst it and things start to happen for the Richmond Football Club.
Yeah, he's been very good, Ed. One of the best on the ground for the Tigers. And his delivery was superb.
Well, Freo are looking like they're about to pull away, but the Tigers get one back. And in a low-scoring game, the margin just 12 points. Chol against Meek in the middle. Dockers Ruckman goes after it again. Good tackle by Chol. I'll get a chance to go out. Meek with strength again. Cochin flashing through. Lambert getting busy. Handball into a bit of space. Tucker just able to get clear of Edwards. So wobbly old kick up to half forward, but again, the Tiger defenders, and Asprey takes another intercept.
Yeah, well read by Asprey.
Oh, no, that's not good.
Diving down low, couldn't take it. And there's some heavy pressure from Croden. It goes back in underneath. And we get a stoppage.
That's great pressure from Mitch Croden. That's what you want from your small forwards. A player who's really stepped up as the Richmond captain. He gave away that 50, but 9 disposals to begin this third term. He's on fire.
Meek gets it clear to Mundy. High ball inside 50. Grimes able to get to the front. Mansell clean pick up under pressure. Out to Garthwaite. And now they can try and release. It's over the head of Ross. Henry's quick. He closed the gap. Ross played it nicely. Away to Graham. Now he's got Bolton. And they can try to build again, the Tigers. Bolton is quick with a couple of bounces. He sends it goalward. Long towards Rewalt. 1-on-1. Almost. Ryan held front position. Watson will run it over. It was halved in the end. The Doctor defended in nicely. And it's a behind as they bring it back in and lose it out of play. It come off the shin. It's out of bounds on the full.
Sloppy.
Well, he'd be fatigued. He's run that far, but that's most unlike him, that mistake. Wasn't a great kick. Should have been a mark, but...
So come the moment, come Jack Revot. He senses it. He knows this is a big kick. There's no harder kick from a set shot position than this one. He starts his run from almost in the car park. Has a look up, sets himself. He has done this 708 times before, but this to keep the Tigers season alive. He pushes across the front of the goals from behind. So 2 behinds to Jack Revot in this game so far.
Yeah, always a tough kick, no matter the fact that there is a big stand there. It would have been blocking the wind a little bit, but it is still blowing pretty heavily to Fremantle's end, so a tough one. And you can see there, that one drifted across the face from Rewalt.
I reckon the Tigers want you to go short and deep into the pocket. They're the masters of getting the ball back.
Well, Wilson again goes long, and a touch there from Edwards. Out of play.
Probably was looking for the stoppage here, but pretty lucky not to just dump it in the hands of the Tigers.
A 10-point ball game. Boundary throw in. Meek and Chol lock up again. Chol able to get the hit out. Aish with a hand on it. Brayshaw to Mundy. Time to look up. Darcy in the one-on-one. Grimes at the front. Almost paid the mark, but his teammate in Rioli took it out of their hands, and they can continue to go here, the Tigers. Cochin off the left, having a big third term. And a mark taken by Arts.
They're just working harder than Fremantle at the moment. They're getting more numbers to the fall of the ball, the Tigers. Particularly between the arcs, they're really dominating the play.
Arts long. Lots of numbers down there. Chol was looking threatening at the back, but didn't go the fly in the end. Edwards at ground level. Lynch over the top. Mundy with the saving touch in there to win it for the home side.
It's out of bounds.
And Ryan will send it out of defence. Darcy wrestling. And in the end, Rioli takes an uncontested mark.
Yeah, there's another example of it. Just Darcy wrestling with Grimes and Rioli floating in from the side.
So Rioli would have sent it in again. Where are the high flyers? Came to Rewalt, knocked down by a couple of defenders. Still going, Jack. Able to get a boot to it, into the pocket. And Arndt sees it over, boundary throwing.
And just a push and shove, and all fair in that one.
So 9:52 left in this third term, 10 points the difference. It was 8 points at half-time. Meek gone, grabbed, dropped it. That's dropping the ball.
Yep.
Take the ball out of the ruck like that. Anyway, Tracy. Chance there for Fremantle Dockers as Weston puts on the Jets. Sarong, little chip kick is too much. And now here come the Tigers. The kick comes out from Stack. Bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Just picked up in time. Good play by Prestia. Now goes inside 50. The race is on. Castagna's got it. Twisting and turning. Great tackle. Great tackle by Walker. Bouncing to and fro. Shea Bolton's got it. Oh, he falls over at the vital moment. Up and down they go. And a trip's going to go the way to Brayshaw. Ah, Jared, we're not used to playing in pristine conditions. Suddenly a little bit of Mother Nature comes in and it brings a new dimension into this game. The wind, a bit of grease on the ground. They're falling over left, right and centre. What a game we've got going now.
Yeah, that last passage of play was absolutely superb. Sarong blue, made a blue at the other end of the ground, but gee, it's just going up a notch and it's great to watch.
So Brayshaw puts the boot into it. Once again, it's Cholly, flicks it over the top. Baker is clever, gets it. The captain is starting to lift. Prestia gets it inside. Here they go, Graham just shins it forward. But the Fremantle Dockers go from centre-half back.
Nothing to go to forward though, Freo. So just having to tread water was Wilson. They still have to retreat here. Nothing up the line. They can't just dump kick it. Tucker under pressure. Back to Wilson. Now to Young. Tigers threatening. Brayshaw in trouble. Tackled by a couple. Just got clear. Young through to Aish. Freo, if they can switch it, they'll be out. Now goes the long kick from Blakely. And Henry will accept.
Yeah, Sean Darcy was the one down the line. He just couldn't get across. It was great. It was like a little handball game that you do at training between both Richmond and the Dockers there in a shoebox. Great control in the end.
Good mark.
He took a hell of a risk there with that particular kick. There was the easy one 15 metres ahead, but he's gone to Collier and he's had to take one of the best marks of his career to make it good.
Tigers have set up. Long kick in. Darcy's plonked himself forward and clocks a big mark.
There's been few better players on the improvement list than this bloke, Pat, this year.
Yeah. He's been outstanding, Jared. Yeah, really impressive. 10 weeks of footy, I would say. I mean, not that beforehand he wasn't playing great, but his last 2 to 3 months has been at the high end.
Yeah.
You know, Max Gawn, probably all-Australian ruckman, but this guy very, very close behind.
Highest ranked Fremantle player this season, Sean Darcy. Taking a big leap. Really announced himself in the league. And it's finished there. He's trying to work it back, but it was near side.
Yeah, it's been a really good battle in the ruck, Big Nank, and somebody his own who fights in his own weight division.
Big Darcy, he's a beauty. Doesn't he look like a ruckman from Cobden?
He does. There he is again.
Xavier College. Couldn't hold that one. Now, Cochin's been great this quarter, and away they go. Baker just chips it out, and Chol can get it and run.
Joel.
Young goes to him. Big Chol looks up. Left foot kick was a beauty. He's got plenty of distance, but getting back and taking the mark, I thought it was going to get over the top there. But Luke Ryan, that's pure courage. Going back that fast, not knowing what was behind you, with eyes on the ball, and he takes the mark and saves the day for the Fremantle Dockers.
The All-Australian defender is a hell of a player, but gee, talking about improving players, Chol is so exciting.
The kick comes out, but it's coming straight back, and Sydney
Job by Stack.
says, I'll get involved in this game of footy. Thumping kick from behind. The push was there.
Here comes Lynch.
They don't pay it, and Lynch is the best exponent of it in the AFL. And Big Lynch knows how far he can go, and he pulls in the big mark. So he kicked the last goal for the Tigers. In fact, Mansell and Lynch have been the 2 goal kickers for Richmond. This from point blank range.
Needs to kick this, Tom
to get
Lynch.
it back within a kick. Can you believe it? Lynch comes in and misses from 15 metres out.
Well, he's got a few teammates, I've got to say, and blokes on the opposition. It's a high-pressure game, and high pressure is impacting on the minds of the goal kickers. Probably the footy gods had a say in that too with the push-out.
Think about what's at stake as they fight for their seasons. A crucial miss there as Freo try and break it open through the middle. The handball of Cherry was knocked down. Schultz just about bumped his own teammate. It spills clear to Young, who'll share with Weston. Stolen away by Stack though. Big turnover here. Parker had a chance earlier on in the game. Long towards goal, but he misses.
Miss.
What an opportunity created by Sydney
Opportunity,
Stack. It was just an incredibly good intercept.
by
He kept his cool.
Parker.
And have a look
Look
at the
at the
pressure
intensity.
the Tigers have come to play. 195 is a good
pressure.
mark, but 210 usually creates more goals than we're seeing.
Tigers have had more scoring shots, 16 to 15, as you can see on the screen there. 9 points to difference. 5 minutes to go. Into time on in this third term. The premiership quarter, it used to be called. Off the hands of the pack, Sarong has been sensational. Just shins it forward. Oh, beautiful pickup. Henry was magnificent. Gets it across to Mundy. Mundy doesn't panic and hits up his target. And it's a beautiful kick and a nice mark by Blakely, who presented full-chested. Blakely goes out wider still. Here's Walker. Walker now. The long kick inside. Up they go. Oh, he's nearly got it, Schultz. Nearly took the mark, got the chest mark to it, but couldn't quite drag it in. Edwards in goes up the middle of the ground, off hands. Wilson couldn't quite get it. Now it's Chera with the handball. It comes out to Collier. Collier's kick is high, wide and ugly.
Well, it's a great game of footy right now. We're seeing ballistic ball movement. We're seeing guys jump, albeit dropping the ball, but exciting stuff with a big prize on the end of it, a spot in the 8.
Certainly opened up in this third term, but the teams continue to pepper away.
It's obvious to say, Jared, but the team that actually just almost has a cool mind and a cool head for the most important kick, and that's the one going inside 50, and the one executing in front of goal is the team to beat. Both teams so ballistic in between the arcs at the moment.
Joel presented nicely, and now it opens up for Richmond. Edwards can carve you up through the middle if he's got time. He'll share it now with Rioli, who can look for an option long, sends it towards Castagna, but Luke Ryan, another incredible intercept.
Yeah, back to his very best. Him and Hayden Young really playing well. If you had 2 of him, you put Mundy in the goal square. He's had a huge quarter, and he's a great shot at goal. But his work through the middle of the ground has been quite superb.
3 minutes
this
to
term.
go.
Yeah, he and Trent Cotchin going head-to-head in that midfield battle, both having huge quarters. Oh.
Out to the wing, and Darcy again.
Good battle, isn't it?
Contested mark.
Great to see 2 ruckmen head-to-head and playing on each other.
Going at it all afternoon as the kick favoured the Tigers. They can win it at ground level. Prestia will feed it through to Baker. Again with some room to move, and options are plenty as they lead up the ground. It's Lynch. Joel's deep inside 50. Lynch just holds it up. Searching for an option. Call to go now. Still unsure. They just puts it on the boot. They finally go towards Joel. Young back to help. And the Dockers defend again. Young. Tucker. Ryan. Around the boundary line. With the banana to keep it in play. Off the hands of Croden. It's out. And we'll throw it in. 2.5 to go. A 10-point lead to Freo.
That's a great example for both teams. Darcy banks it in long. Sort of a haphazard type of kick, and it's turned over. And then Richmond with a great opportunity. Tom Lynch uncertain about what he should do inside 50.
Big Josh Tracy is the one that they need a lift out of. The Dockers.
So Brayshaw.
Just overrun the ball a couple of times.
We're going back to if you suck when it's out of bounds now. I've never heard of this rule.
Only occurs in the first and third quarters, not the second quarter.
Odd numbers. Umpire called play on that occasion. Baker takes it to the boundary line. So let's have a look at this one. Brayshaw, watch number 8. So just a little kick forward. I don't know what else he could do, but anyway. Throw it in. We've got a ripping game. 10 points to difference. Port Adelaide are in front against GWS at the moment, so whoever wins this game, big chance they'll be in the 8 tonight with 3 rounds to go. That's how important this is. And Cochin takes the mark.
Back.
2 minutes to go in the quarter.
Oh, that's a very bad
At the
hand
top of
pass.
the program, it was a clearance game versus a turnover game.
Yeah.
And right now, Fremantle are absolutely on top in that clearance, as you suggested.
Oh, absolutely. This quarter in particular, they're absolutely dominant. 12-2, Jared, but it's the turnover game where Richmond looked the most likely to score. So both playing to their strength, they just can't capitalise.
Tigers the best in the comp at scoring from turnover. Freo have had the worst record of conceding from turnovers this season, especially after round 11. With a minute 48 to go, and the margin is just the 10 points. Spun back into play. Will we see a goal late on in this quarter? Aish. Out now to Chera. Long kick to half forward. Schultz presents again, but it didn't make it. Mansell controlled it nicely to Baker, and then short to Cochin. It would have been a down the ground free regardless.
That's happened the last 3 or 4 inside 50s or forward thrusts for Fremantle. Richmond just outnumbering them at the contest. Not quite working in sync, the Dockers forward line.
And Curvis trying to get a mark back at ground level. He has to get it over the top to Lynch from 50. Lowers the eyes, and Parker on the lead.
And Parker will mark.
Smart play, they really failed
Good
at that
job by
contest.
Parker. He
Too
needs
many
to
people,
concentrate and
going
kick
up for
this one.
Fremantle and left Tom Lynch at the back. A smart play, didn't blaze away, dropped it short. But this has been the hardest kick in football today.
So Matthew Parker, you see all the shots of goal the Tigers have had. Parker's kicked a couple of behinds. The former Saint back to the waffle, drafted out of South Fremantle mid-season. He wants to step up to take his opportunity.
He's got it.
And he does just that. Parker breaks through to kick his first goal for the Tigers, and the gap closes again to just 4 points.
Yeah, it's about little things, and here's the
Good
contest.
job by
Ball's on the deck.
Matthew
Big
Parker.
Toby Curve, a smart play, just whacked it forward.
And that's the kick, Jared. That's the one. That's what we've been searching for. Just who can keep their head.
Yep.
Really smart by Tom Lynch. Instead of blazing away, lowers the eyes, finds the player that leads up.
So we're back within a kick, or at least in this game, 5 kicks. There's 4 points the difference. But suddenly, everyone's got the radar working again, and Matt Parker kicks his first Tiger goal, having missed 2 earlier, and it is now 4 points the difference. Nan Curvis and Darcy, what a battle that has been. This bloke Brayshaw has been sensational. He gets it out to Mundy. Oh, good shepherd from Chera. A skill that had almost gone out of the game. It's picked up by Blakely now. Oh, nice kick. And out he comes, the 100-game player, Matty Taberner.
Great call, Ed. It was a fantastic block from Chera, wasn't it? You don't see it too much, as you called, but just
Good
created
stuff.
the space. Yeah, created the space for David Mundy. And Connor Blakely again.
Time will sound for
talked about.
3/4 time.
Just calm enough to find the right option.
So Taberner, the behind was probably the easiest shot. His first goal was the first goal of the game. The first goal of the half was an absolute beauty from the boundary line on the run. Now Taberner to give his team a bit of leeway. He comes in, it's bending back, he's put it through! Oh, goal after the siren, and the Fremantle Dockers are up. They've got the anchor today. Can they anchor themselves into the 8? Look at that, they're all around the 100-game player who kicked his third. We're in for a belter of a final term because the Tigers will not give up their premiership without a fight. And that fight's coming up right after this. 42-32, the Dockers by 10 points at 3/4 time.
All right. 3/4 time. Been live for at least 2 hours now. Appreciate everyone. Alright. Last quarter will be in about 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Alright, it's gonna wait until the last quarter. Alright, how long do we have to the last quarter? 2 minutes. About 1 minute and 25 seconds to go, guys. Got 32 people watching, guys, and 10 likes in the stream. Appreciate everyone. Would you guys subscribe to the channel? Like the stream if you want me to stream more AFL games next week, next Friday. Alright. I want to put back the footy on, guys. Here we go.
Australian side at 36 years of age, and for the Tigers, their skipper absolutely lifted. Trent Cotchin, he gave away a 50-metre penalty, but he did plenty more than that. 15 disposals, 3 contested, got involved in the scores as well, led from the front, an absolute superb quarter by him. He needs another one, though. He's got to get his side across the line if they're going to stay in the premiership hunt.
And Jared, have a look at that. That's the live ladder at the moment, with Port Adelaide in front by about 15 points with 5 minutes to go in the second term in the game against GWS. So as it stands at the moment, Fremantle, if they can win this game, will be in the 8. Similarly, if the Tigers can get up, they will be too. So it's all at stake. This is the business end of the season, and this is the business end of this game. They've played a really good brand of football, both teams. It's been a good, hard, enjoyable game of football, but for the fact we had a laugh that the score was 2-10 to 1-8 at half-time. But it certainly lifted in that third term. And, well, we're ready to go. And Adam Papalia is going to call all the action with the great Jared Healy and Matthew Pavlich with special comments. We're going to roar this home.
There you go, last quarter.
And Adam
If
Papalia is
Richmond
about to provide.
loses this, game
massive
over.
Final quarter coming up. So much on the line for these
Need
two
to win
teams.
this.
And we're underway with a whistle and a free kick to the Tigers.
Been a fascinating battle this one, Jared, hasn't
Just
it?
10 points the margin.
The free kick, he grabbed him
Not
round
too
the,
far.
tackle, or at least that area.
Nankervis with a big spiral inside 50, but Young, who's played a good game as well back there, takes the relieving mark for Freo.
That battle may, in fact, decide this match. Hayden Young, he's just a youngster on Shy Bolton, who has got the capacity to turn this game on its head single-handedly.
Playing much more forward this afternoon, Shea Bolton. There's a danger kick here across goal. The turnover almost. Parker knocked it down. Young to try and recover for them. Blakely goes back. Ryan twisting, turning, arching the back and escaping as well. And just going for distance as far as he can. Schultz brought it to ground. Tigers numbers though. They can reload again. Prestia to Rioli. Assessing his options, driving for distance, Lynch to go up, Tigers at the spill, here's Bolton, electric, across to Parker, he spins and kicks over his shoulder, Matthew Parker!
Oh, let's go! He kicks it!
Draw first blood in the final term.
He's kicked two.
Yeah, it's a great ball one. Shea Bolton got the hands on it, flipped it out to Parker, who was a really inspired recruit by the Tigers. Pressure again. It was a turnover on centre wing, and it was probably one that could have gone to better hands. Parker gets himself lost there, and at the outside, they get all sucked up to the one spot, and the kick around the corner was there. Good goal, Tigers.
So Shea Bolton gets the handball out, and Parker around the body kicks his second in a row for the Tigers. Matthew Pavlich, you spoke earlier in the game about Shea Bolton taking the player up, who then goes for the mark, and he stays down, and that was exactly what happened. So back in the centre, here we go. Darcy versus Nankervis. They hit each other. Umpire says you put your hand up, and Nankervis gets his second centre break in a row from a free kick. So here he goes, Big Nank. What a player he has been in this Tiger dynasty. To Rioli, who has been wonderful off halfback. Thumps it long. Lynch! Revolt! Lynch had to sit from behind, and Revolt read it best at the front of the pack. And
Revolt now score.
Good mark for the first time today.
We talked about
so
the
it's
dominance
on straight to the goal, so hopefully kick this easily.
But the clearance work is for the Dock as well. Richmond have said,
that,
we'll see your strength and we'll raise you
very
two
harsh.
centre square clearances to Toby Nankervis and potentially 2 goals.
Read the ball in the
See
wind.
he can do this.
The boy from Tasmania knows what it's like in all conditions. What a vital goal from dead in front.
No, he missed.
Doesn't even make the distance. Play on. And Wilson's
But never mind.
And the human meatball's got it.
He's had a big game too, the meatball, after coming back from injury. Bit of a hack kick out of the back line.
Come on, human meatball.
From the Tigers.
Dion Prestia.
Dion Prestia has not kicked the goal this year. Just the 2 behinds. 55-65. His chance. He goes to the top of the square instead, looking for Castagna. Big Darcy's in there. He holds it up. Goes to ground. Will have a ball up.
He did a great job there, Darcy. He read it best.
It's windy off the stadium, so I think I get it.
Short.
Tigers have taken it up a notch. Darcy this time, the hit out down. Brayshaw wanted the free. Chair up, Mundy. Prestia, good smother. And it stays locked in the Tiger forward line as they just ratchet up the pressure and put it right on Fremantle.
So they need to get the rebound and get the ball and shoot it.
Potentially stronger than him in the one-on-one. He can push him off.
Watching for Parker.
Darcy gets Lynch this time. Lambert crashing through. Attracted a couple. Lynch back to try and find it. Drops down to their feet again. Bolton couldn't get clear. Young's got him wrapped up, watching closely.
What a matchup that is. Young versus Bolton.
4 points the margin.
And exciting to watch. Another stoppage deep in attack here for the Tigers. Brayshaw, good work with the hands to release Chera. Nothing easy, though, getting out of defence. The kick goes long, and Curvis almost able to take it. Boundary line wins out. It's tight. It's tough. The two coaches watch on. 4 points the margin.
Jared, you talked about Josh Tracy not getting much of the ball today. Well, he hasn't actually been in many contests, has he? He's been caught out of position a number of times. Just needs to get to contest to create something for the Dockers forward line.
Good
and
tackle.
Slaps it forward, and Ace says, "I'll find the boundary. That'll do me." Throw in.
There he is. He's playing as the deepest forward, but he's not intersecting the footy all that often.
Could have been a drop of the ball there. Umpire let it go. That's dragged in. That is free kick. Has to be. Yep.
Thought it could have been a hold on the Richmond player, but the umpire may have been blindsided on the other side of the contest. But to their credit, the Tigers have come out breathing fire in this last quarter, and we knew they would. Now it's Fremantle's turn to absorb the pressure and go the other way.
So Chera's kick is off the side of the boot and just stays in, does it? No,
Caught out
the full. So Asprey has the ball on centre wing for the Tigers. A spot in the 8 up for grabs right now.
We were
almost. The front
almost.
spot couldn't quite hold it. Front square was Baker, was great. Ross over the top of the ball. It's thumped to the boundary line. We'll have another throw in by Chera.
The future of the Fremantle Football Club right there, Andy Brayshaw and Adam Chera. And it's also the present. They need those two young players, those young leaders to step up and match it with this Tiger outfit.
Freo led all day. The Tigers are closing in, though. Freo away from the stoppage. And out wide again they go. Brayshaw's kick long. There's a bit of a hold, and it will be a free kick coming back to the Dockers.
And this is where Tracy's got to present.
Yeah.
Now Tabitha's got it. And just send it to Huffield. It's over the head of Collier. Prestia will win it away. Graham just stepping back through the traffic. Sorry, Stack to send it long up in towards centre half forward. Castagna releases Graham now, who'll send it inside 50. Open forward line.
Bolton. I can't even speak today.
Another turnover from the Dockers going forward. It was Meek who
Here's Shea
was
Bolton.
down the line. Matt Taberner decided to go almost a half kick inside. But what a great passage of ball movement from the Tigers.
Well, Jared, you called that this is the bloke who had to be stopped in his final term. Here's his moment.
And Shea Bolton to line them up. And they finally found some space inside 50, but
He misses
hooks
too.
the kick, and the Tigers miss another opportunity to take the lead.
Yeah, he's been a bit messy
So
in front of
3
goals,
points
but
the margin now.
got away with one there, the Dockers. But as you
14
said,
minutes
that
to
was
go, still
it
plenty
was
of
a
time.
really nothing kick from Taberner.
Get
Bolton is
Richmond
such a
getting
dead
back
eye
though.
normally.
Yeah.
It's 3 behinds for him. 4:15 plays 5:12.
4 inside 50s. The Tigers to the Dockers 0. It's played all in their half at the moment.
So the Tigers have had a couple of extra scoring shots, but still trailed by 3 points. Asprey tries to get it going. Tigers have had all the play this quarter. Graham gets it across to Presti, who's been good. Just turns it over. No, it goes their way. It comes out. Here's Lambert, who's a superstar, and he
Here's kicked
the
it.
Tigers
Goal!
in front.
They're in
what a
front.
player he is. Kane Lambert has been one of the real architects of the Tigers' success story, and he puts them back into the 8.
He's had a very big game, has Kane Lambert. In particular, the third quarter, in fact, the second quarter, he had 12
Now we need to
possessions. He
kick
was
that
absolutely
in front.
superb.
They need to
And
stay
he
like
didn't have
that.
too many teammates.
Need to kick
But
at
again,
least
there was a
1 or
missed
2.
opportunity. Brayshaw, it was a half
Do not
spoil. It should have been a full spoil.
let Fremantle will kick this one.
And the
Next
turnover,
one.
well, it just ended up in good hands. Good
They keep
kicking.
thrusting their way, don't they, the Dockers? Great turnover, and this is their strength. The Tigers scoring from turnovers.
To be the champ, you have to beat the champ. And Fremantle are finding it out right now that if you're going to get that silver cup out of the hands of those at Tigerland, you've got to do better than what they've done in this quarter so far.
We see the switch on the live ladder. The Tigers, as it stands, back in the 8. And they've got a thirst for more as it ends up with Baker. Great kick towards Rewalt.
We will mark it.
Too easy
And
out the centre.
he'll kick this again.
Great play from the Tigers. He called it, and we're going to take it off the reigning premier. They're not going to give it to you. What a great start to this last quarter from Richmond.
And Jack Riewoldt, an opportunity earlier on in this term he wasn't able to take. A three-time Coleman medalist. No
He's
problem
kicked
with
it.
the finish.
He's kicked another one.
And the Tigers are making their move.
Well, that one was just way too easy coming out of the centre of the ground. It's been the strength of Fremantle for most of the afternoon, the clearance work. But that was just a nothing event, and it was picked up again by Edwards. And really good selection. Made Jack move, put him into space. He went back and nailed it. So they've got a taste now, the Tigers. Going to be hard to stop from here.
Well, we weren't in the rooms, Jared Healy, at halftime, but I reckon Damien Hardwick would have said, we're not surrendering playing this style of football.
Yeah.
We're not going to get just pushed over by Fremantle on Sunday night on primetime TV and hand over the crown. Come on, boys, let's give it one last go. And boy, have they gone with it. They've kicked 5 of the last 6 goals since halfway through that third term. And away they go again. This time, can the Fremantle Dockers stand up? It's Sarong. Look at that diving smother from Baker. Was absolutely sensational. Jera goes again. Sarong gets it out. Brayshaw, another smother. They're throwing everything at it. That was Sydney Stack. Magnificent stuff. Great stuff by the Tigers. Ross couldn't get it. Henry, dazzling little feet there, gets it in, and Chera can reload again. The Fremantle Dockers, this is their moment to stand up, wearing their original jumper that they wore back in 1995 against the Tigers. Chera goes long and strong up towards full forward off the back of the pack. Stack's there, so too Collier. Collier's got it again. He can have a second crack at it. Picked up by Garthwaite. Gets the handball over to Edwards. Edwards back. Oh, good play to Stack. Now they go. They're running it hard now, the Tigers. Look at this. Handballing left, right and centre. Short, who's such a beautiful kick.
Go, go, go.
Beautiful. Left it behind. In goes...
Go, Parker.
Again there.
Parker.
In Lambert. In Parker, rather. Parker got the handball over the top. Good play. Good tackle. Ace gets on top of
Ball
it.
up.
Ball up. Oh, it's so exciting at the moment. And the Tigers' run out of defence was magnificent.
Tab, they had an opportunity. 2 smalls with the ball in front of them, 5 metres from goal.
12 minutes to
They
go.
couldn't quite nail it.
And look, the Tigers are just doing so well. They're just keeping a calm ahead. They're actually using their numbers. Fremantle just not in sync.
Brayshaw gained some territory. Pick up crucial. Taberner just tested it down to Weston. He just bombs a high kick. It'll favour the Tigers' defence. And Sydney Stack safe back there. He'll take his time. No panic from Richmond. They've played in the big games. They know what it takes. Asprey in no rush.
Good clearance.
Into short.
They are calm now,
Short,
Richmond.
short, right?
Short, long. Up towards Grimes and fisted away by Ryan. And we'll get a boundary throw in again. So 11.5 minutes to go. Tigers by 9. Spot in the 8 up for grabs. Freo have led most of the day, but Richmond have just ramped things up in this final term. Bolton down low. Brayshaw's been good all afternoon. Sarong's kick to the 50. Taberner to the front. Just trying to find a handle on it. He'll whip around on that left boot. Right into the hot spot. Schultz will fly! Lockie Schultz taking to the air and soaring above them all.
Good mark. I'm going to give him credit for that.
Started with Shea Bolton.
It's like Jeremy
This
Howe.
bloke's just about matches it. Not quite as high, but
He just didn't get the second lift, did he?
he didn't, no.
Look at that.
What a mark, though.
Seriously good mark.
Turning in the air, Lockie Schultz taking the mark. But it all counts for nothing if he can't finish the job. The spectacular leap, the sensible finish. Freo hit back.
Well, it's one of the great highlights of Australian sport. It was dying, and it's come back because the Sheeran has been set free. The longer kick is coming into the forward line. And the boys are taking the air again. What a year of marks we've had.
He had a cracker one in the third quarter, didn't he?
He did.
Almost very similar type of fly and on the chest. And executes it perfectly.
Lucky shots. Jared used to be the big man fly, now it's the little blokes as well.
Doesn't matter who gets up there as long as they fly.
All right, so the brains trust in both boxes go to work. Damien Hardwick with a pensive look on his face. Why wouldn't he be?
Got to get back to winning the clearances. The Dockers are there to win because the Tigers have dominated it.
Here we go.
Curvis goes up, just thumps it. Cochin kicks it
Did
off
they
the
kick
ground,
this
but
one
it's
again,
coming back.
Richmond?
Picked up by Tucker. Tucker kicks up towards fourth. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's great courage. That is as good a mark as the one we saw before.
Good
Because
one
that
by
was just
Stack.
courage personified. Well done, Sydney. Stack.
Unbelievable courage from Stack. Gray, he's had a very impressive game, 20 disposals, but what about that courage?
Look at that. Slipped, had to go, didn't know where it was coming. And Tracy's no small fry, coming at 100 miles an hour. So back into the fray we go. Young grabbed with the ball, too high, says the umpire. Free kick.
The impression was a bit stiff not to get a free kick himself, but
so Hayden Young's kick is a beauty, opens up Cherry.
To get back, Richmond.
everybody being a little bit more conservative. There's so much on every kick now. Game on the line with one mistake.
So Ryan wanders up and thumps it long and strong. Where's Schultz again? Is he there? No, at the back was almost a mark taken by Meek. Under pressure. Collier's got it. Can Meek get there? No, Stack scores a try, a negative try if you like, gets it over the line. And we're down to a 2-point ball game.
Sydney Stack on fire, doing all the little things in defence for the Tigers. The crowd rising into it again. It's a Sunday night thriller as it's out to half-back and Young.
Having a great game. Is this his best game for the club, Pat?
Absolutely, yeah. He started the game on fire with that right foot into the middle and really got the game going for Fremantle, and he's just intercepted and been laser-like with some of these disposals.
Heap of players under this one. Tracy, almost. Henry trying to rip it out of there. Short. Collier bursting through. Sarong off a step. 3-0 lead again.
Oh, wait, warning.
Well, that's just a great goal and a great game of footy. The live ladder
My bit weight
is getting a
saying
huge
it's forward
work
and
out.
I'm looking at bit weight.
Just look at Liam Henry here. Look at that.
Yeah, he fought hard, didn't he?
Look at that. He wouldn't have done that last year. His growth in his game has gone through the roof. That's his goal. You talk about going across to your teammates to say great effort. Fantastic finish from Caleb Sarong, but well done, Liam Henry.
Yeah, it's a great goal indeed. Caleb Sarong, he's a better player when he's just freewheeling rather than tagging. Look at that live ladder getting a workout.
It is up and down. GWS at halftime trail, Port Adelaide. So at the moment, Fremantle are in the 8.
Sean Darcy back into the centre. Spent the last few centre bounces off, resting Nankervis.
So the heavyweights go at each other, Nankervis and Darcy. Nank just sticks his knee into him, trying to cork him at the same time. Picked up by Prestia. Didn't quite get a knuckle on it, I wouldn't have thought, but it doesn't matter because it's picked up by Brayshaw. Big Darcy kicks it out, and Henry comes on, oh, he drops it. Got to push in the back. Umpire said no, play on. Stack tries to run through. Brayshaw's been fantastic. He has to run past Nankervis. No one can do that. Ross over the top. Baker twisting and turning, dropping the ball. Umpire says
I'll be back, guys. I'm going to have dinner now. Enjoy the game.
Cherra's got it.
What about those young leaders for Fremantle? Sean Darcy with the centre clearance, Andy Brayshaw, and then the huge tackle from Adam Cherra. All you can do sometimes is judge a person's action on the field, how much they care for their teammates, how much they care for the club. Well, right now, you're seeing it with Adam Cherra.
All right, and the missing element of all of that is the magnificent crowd today. No pipe crowd. This is the real deal. It is sensational. And Fremantle, with a tick under 8 minutes to go, lead by 4 points. They bomb it long. Nankervis from behind. The big double fister. It's gone the right way. Baker picks it up. Oh, the handball inside was hot to Cochin, but he got his own ball. Now Graham bursting through, kicks a torpedo on the run. It might come off. Here's Shea Bolton. Bolton looks up, has the shot at goal. Bounce, bounce, bounce across the face of goal, and they're able to clear.
How close the margins are. Bolton couldn't find it, but it's still a 4-point lead to Fremantle.
They're going to work hard down the line here, the Tolls for both teams.
Tucker long. Darcy best position. Tracy out the back. Quick handball to Weston. Now for Mundy. Wrapped up immediately. Able to get it out. Tracy, Darcy working in a tight space. Bomb kick. All Richmond back there, and they can just hold it up.
Well, they got caught so far up the ground, both Tracy and Darcy, that it was Croden and Henry down the line, or the next one in the chain.
Short, unsure where to go, but Edwards presents to help out. The reigning premiers fighting, trying to keep their season alive. They've been written off a couple of times. They're still within striking distance. Off the hands of Nankervis, taken by Castagna. Shoulder to shoulder went Brayshaw with Graham. Spills for Fremantle. Chera to Aish and across to Blakely.
Got to think this through, Blakely.
The Medi sub after a concussion for Banfield in the second tour. Aish working hard to the wing.
Mitch Crowden's one who's got to get himself dangerous, having that forward line. Just hasn't been able to find the ball.
No, it's those small forwards, whether it's Henry or Weston or, as it's called, Croden.
Aish to Tabata.
Get to the feet of the Tolls and don't outnumber the opposition. That's what Richmond do so well. Outnumber the opposition of the contest, the fall of the ball.
3 goals in his 100th match, Matt Tabata. He's going to send it high. He's going to send it long. Tracy there. Darcy too. At the spill. Mundy to Chera from 50. High ball into the pocket. Weston's got some size to beat down there. And Nankervis, as he so often does, gets back to help the defence and intercepts the mark. 5.5 to play. Freo by 4.
What a game he's played as well. It's been a big battle in the ruck with Darcy, but this guy just continues to bust the gut. He looks a bit lame at the present time. Tigers are going to have to find some way of transferring.
So the walking wounded as Nankervis kicks up. Chera tries to choke the chest mark. Again is Brayshaw and Chera working hard. Nice touch by Ross. Lynch, Cochin, Lynch under pressure. Loads in there as well. There's Baker again. Baker just puts on the Jets. Kicks it long. Revolt again. Got a hand to it. Here's Bolton. Gets a bad bounce. Oh, it's so desperate. High tackle. Free kick to Wilson.
They look dangerous, the Tigers, when they turn it over, don't they? Bolton and Rewalt one-on-one. The kick just favoured Luke Ryan. It looked as though Bolton was the more likely one out the back, but just a free kick as well, yeah.
So Wilson brings it out. Blackley was the medical sub.
Brayshaw 37 coming up for Andy Brayshaw.
Oh, he's played some game.
Yeah.
And there was one that wasn't
Tracy.
a stat where he just got a fingernail that forced the ball out of bounds in the third quarter. It was a beauty. And Tracy, we've been calling for him to stand up all day, and now he does.
Well, I like him further up the ground. He gets lost as the deepest forward, but up the ground he tends to read it, from my experience, better.
So Tracy thumps it long and strong up towards the half-forward flank position. Off hands from the big man. Darcy just gives it off.
Great tackle.
Croden to Mundy. Mundy has a look. That's all he needs sometimes. He kicks it right to the spot. Well, there were 2 players at the back of the pack for Fremantle. Didn't go their way. Now a chance going in again is Wilson. The handball coming out there from Weston. But again, it's the Tigers and their disciplined play to kick it out from short. Graham. Baker. Looks up. Castagna. Those famous Richmond premiership names.
Stack and Baker have been superb in this last 10 minutes.
Garthwaite jams it on the boot. 3 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. Graham's got it. 4 points the difference. Centre wing. Thumping kick. Revolt gets a spot off the hands of the pack. Bolton at the front. Who's at the back? Arts is looking, lurking. Lynch flicks it out. Chol over his head. Mundy picks it up and tries to burst through.
Able to get it to Logue, who dumps it out of defence, but it's going to come straight back. The Tigers send it wide to Ross. Just about every Freo player back in their defensive 50 as they'll swing it in long. Richmond marking a temporary while Darcy back, bolted at the spill, off hands. They just can't grab it clean, the Tigers, and Freo hold on, and Young gets it wide with a cool head to Blakely.
And that's the term, cool head. A couple of times it just bombed it out. Tigers are much more used to this sort of pressure and using the ball a bit better, but still can't find the goal.
2.5 to go. A kick in it. Blakely long. Tracy presents. Fisted forward. Richmond a chance. Boundary line wins.
This is where they wanted the Tigers, don't they? We know Fremantle's so good around the clearances, but it's in their half of the ground. Can they get on the fly?
Here we go. 2 minutes and 12. Two great teams have fought it out. They've slugged it out all day. Time for a hero to stand up. Who will it be? Aish picks up and slams it on the boot, hoping, praying for the boundary line, and he gets it. And a throw in on centre wing. 2 minutes exactly on the clock. A spot in the 8 with 3 weeks to go. Sarong desperately trying to get on the ground. Darcy versus Chol in the ruck. These great Richmond Warriors who have provided so much success for Tigerland. Darcy, Graham grabbed, 360, hoiks it, long and strong. Walker did well to get a hand on the ball, did well. High tackle, no. Blakely goes again. Ryan just kicks it forward and finds one amongst 4, and it's the wrong one as Ross marks for Richmond on centre wing.
Yeah, that was just pressure that was in his own mind, really. He was not under physical pressure. The long bomb turns it over.
So Ross now long and strong. Oh, up goes. The big mark was Bolton. Couldn't quite drag it in. Thumped away, and it's all Fremantle.
Aish has got it. It was an important touch in there by Wilson as Aish goes long. Tracy in the one-on-one. Garthwaite hands to it. Hits the deck. Socket forward. Tigers everywhere. Baker. Look out, Ross. Crunched. Pressure from Freo. Win the turnover. Tapping her in short. Over the head of Collier. And the Tigers get another chance to reload. Minute to go. Stack, who's been so superb. They can't waste any time. Edwards is the Fremantle half-back. 50 seconds. 4 points in it. Tigers season on the line. Grimes, Edwards, space here. Rioli can go. He waits a moment. The hesitation allows Tracy a look. Kocher knocked it down. Graham looks up. Tigers build again. The mark to Lynch. Too far out for the goal. Tigers screaming for it long. They'll need a mark. Bolton lurking long, rising high, over the back. Chol's there, out of play. Boundary throw in. The biggest stoppage of the season for these two teams coming up right here.
18 seconds gone to go in this game. Look at this. 4 points the difference. Deep in the attack of the Tigers. Darcy with a tap. Brayshaw pushes his way through, gets the handball out. Walker's held up. Ball up.
Go through, mate, go through.
So 9 seconds to go. By the time it goes up, it's 8. And there's only one team who can score in this game, and it's Richmond. Darcy gets the tap. Brayshaw again. How symbolic that it was Brayshaw who clears and wins for the Fremantle Dockers. Symbolic because he is the future of this team. He played his heart out and they deserve the win. And the Tigers, well, like the champions they are, they might go out on their shield, but they didn't give it up, that's for sure. What a game of football this has been, Gerard Healy. We'll go down to Matthew Pavlich in a moment. Great calling from Adam Papalia. Adam, the atmosphere at the moment is just electric over there in Perth.
Well, Freo went retro and they gave the Tigers the heave-ho in the end. A 4-point win it was. No Fife, no Walters, no Pearce in this side. And and they've been able to produce a remarkable victory. They lift themselves up into 8th position, pending the last game of the round, and Damien Hardwick has to only look at his team in 11th spot, the reigning premiers of the last couple of years. And the Tigers season still just clinging on.
We might whack that ladder back up again because the 98% still gives Richmond a real chance. That's almost worth a game. But it's the Dockers who are there. Look at that, 98%, 32 points. So when it gets to the business end, if they all end up on the same numbers, as far as wins and losses is concerned, Richmond's percentage very, very handy at the moment. So too, can you believe it, Carlton are a sneaky chance if things go their way. But what it is today is, Jared, I was thinking, you know, they went retro. Some would say fancy dress, if you like, and they put the 1995 jumper on. And for a long time, the Freo Dockers were the crazy gang, weren't they? The way they played, and you know, the different colours and all the different things, and the anchor and all the rest of it. But today, they came out, and particularly in that last quarter, when Richmond got 9 points up at the 10-minute mark and held it for the next 4 minutes, for the first time for the game, it took Schultz and Sarong to do something special to win the match.
Yeah, and Brayshaw as well, Ed. I thought it was symbolic, as you said. The last 2 stoppages, he burst through with it. And there he is, knocked out earlier in the game. And great to see him up and about with a smile on his face. Look, that was a win of amazing character. They got beaten badly in various elements in the last quarter, headed by the dominant side of the last 5 years. And they had every reason to say, OK, we're not good enough, we've busted our gut, but they found another way to win. They found another level of energy. They're well led by David Mundy, but they've got a number of youngsters coming through. One of the better games we've seen Chera play. Sarong as well. And Brayshaw absolutely star. But they've got another young star coming through. Hayden Young on the back line was absolutely superb today.
Let's talk about the Tigers for a second, Jared. I mean, as I said, they were gallant in defeat. They'll be filthy 6-15.
On the wing today, those two in particular really shone through.
Yeah, everyone.
Hi everyone, I'm ending my stream, guys. So appreciate everyone the support and take care. Talk soon and goodbye.